from the Grenadian capital, this is the GBN Television News. GBN, covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York, via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd.
The news headlines comes to you compliments Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
Live from the Grenadian capital, this is Network News for Friday, January 19, 2024. In the headlines, GUT executive speaks out on issues affecting teachers, ranging from late payment of salaries to delay in salary upgrades. Youth urged to carry Grenada diligently to its 100th anniversary. TAMCC Administrative Building and School of Continuing Education renovation completed at a cost of $1.4 million. Also in the news, regionally, JN1 COVID-19 variant confirmed in Trinidad and Tobago. Internationally, violent crime in South Africa reaches 20-year high. Plus, in the sports news, Grenada's Lyndon Victor gets much-needed support. All right, stay with us. Details in just a moment.
The first segment of the news comes to you compliments Soft Weave Bathroom Tissue.
Have you heard about the new Soft Weave bathroom tissue with total hygiene? As hygiene and safety have taken center stage, our bathroom tissue is now manufactured with 3 different technologies to offer the best protection for you and your family. UVC light technology for a safe and effective disinfection process, eliminating 99.9% of microorganisms. Also, production at high temperatures, killing all types of germs and bacteria. And it's pH controlled with delicate fibers to prevent irritation for even sensitive skin. Soft Weave Total Hygiene Bathroom Tissue, available in supermarkets and shops island-wide. Visit Soft Weave Caribbean Facebook or Instagram pages for more information.
Thanks for joining us. I'm Kenroy Batista, GBN. The Grenada Union of Teachers shed light on several long-standing issues plaguing educators across the nation during a press conference this morning. The rest of the details in this report.
In its first press conference of the new year, the Grenada Union of Teachers outlined several long-standing grievances plaguing teachers on the island. Chief among the grievances raised were the challenges faced by teachers in obtaining pay slips, late payment of salaries, and delays in salary upgrades, particularly after obtaining master's degrees. President of GUT, Jude Bartholomew, expressed deep concerns over the difficulty teachers encounter in accessing their pay slips, a fundamental aspect of transparent salary management.
Because that is a matter that has been going on pressing for over a year now, with the previous administration and coming into this new administration where teachers are not getting their salary slip, and that is against the law. We have salary increases, we have all those things, and persons can really tell for a long period of time what the increases are, if it is correct, if it is such, and salary slips are important, because if you have to do some business transaction, you have to go to the bank, you have to get a loan, you have to do a number of things, you need, sometimes they ask you for your salary slip.
Bartholomew also addressed the issue of regularization and maternity leave for teachers.
We also observe one thing with the regularization. There are a number of teachers who really and truly fall between the category to be regularized, and their name weren't really on the list, so it's a matter of concern. And so that's why we're looking for a second batch of teachers as quickly as possible. And maternity leave and teachers' holiday are 2 different things. And basically what you see happening there, teachers' holidays are fixed, different from the other public officers. So we discussed that matter with PSC, we discussed that matter with the Ministry of Education. But one of the problems that we are having is basically when the teachers, they have to go on the portal, when they make the baby and such and submit a form, the Ministry of Education should be really and truly doing their due diligence, and there is a backlog and a delay, all right, in honoring that commitment, so that the NIS or whoever would have to pay the members those on maternity leave.
The President said most of these issues regarded as low-hanging fruits can easily be solved. He highlighted what he believes is the root of the issues.
It is only in the Ministry of Education that the GUT do not have really anybody there as teachers to look after teachers' business. Who looks after our business is other persons from senior civil servants and other persons from other unions who look after GUT matters. And so what we observe there for the teachers, there are a number of benefits and a number of things that are slow and taking quite a number of time. But we are asking the civil servants, are those persons in charge of teachers who have to do the due diligence and do the paperwork and all these things to do what they have to do, because behind the scene, the teachers are crying out.
He also pointed out what can be a possible solution.
It might come to a point where we may have to call or negotiate with the Ministry of Education to have somebody who is a teacher from the union, probably to be directly in the Ministry of Education to deal with teachers' business as it was done probably 2 years before, because we realize there is a backlog there and teachers are not really involved in that mechanism in the Ministry of Education. So
Rena Thomas, GBN News.
Well, young leaders converged at the Radisson Grenada Beach Resort on Friday for the ICANN Youth Leadership Symposium, an event spearheaded by Grenada's 50th Independence Anniversary Secretariat, the National Accreditation Board, and the Ministry of Youth. Beverly Telesford reports.
The Radisson Beach Resort buzzed with youthful energy on Friday as young people gathered for a national youth symposium centered around the empowering theme, I Can. The initiative provided a platform for dynamic youth leaders and experts to share experiences and valuable insights about young people realizing their fullest potential as leaders within their schools and other organizations. The symposium was spearheaded by the Grenada 50th Independence Anniversary Celebration Secretariat, the Grenada National Accreditation Board, and the Ministry of Youth, emphasizing the unique opportunity they possess as torchbearers of Grenada's future, having been born into a generation that gives them the opportunity to carry Grenada for another 50 years to its 100th anniversary. Minister for Youth and Sports, Jonathan Lecret, beckoned to the participants to do their best to uphold the values of the country.
Because of the generation by God's divine providence you have been born into. And as a result of that, you have a responsibility to carry this nation to its next 50 years. I don't know if I'm going to be here tomorrow morning. That's the fragility of life. But even when I am gone, your school teachers, our principals, they are gone. The journey of the next 50 years of this nation rests solely on your backs.
Keynote speaker Bevan Charles, a Grenadian-born agriculture enthusiast, farmer, youth advocate, and entrepreneur, told the attendees the onus is on them to fulfill their dreams, even though the resources, guidance, and support may not be readily available.
I'm a stubborn person, and I always believed that my life, I have to make the decision that I want. If I want to be successful, that success is what I have to shape. And I'm saying this to say, despite the background that you have, despite the background your parents had, it's up to you. You're in school right now. Some of us have dropped out of school. We are often left unheard, often left unseen. And a lot of us feel hopeless. We have no guidance, we have no support. And what then do you do when you have a bold dream? You have a desire in you, a fire that's burning, and you want to create change, you want to do great things, but where are the resources? Where are the people who should have been put on this earth to guide you? The only one you can count on is yourself.
Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell encouraged the youth to create a future that they can later look back and be proud of.
Most people who change the world or who are trailblazers do so when they are young. And oftentimes they never repeat their accomplishments or the feat they accomplish when they are young. So when we talk about youth leadership, we are not talking about tomorrow, and we are not talking about when you're old, because then you're not a youth. We are talking about youth leadership now.
The symposium was part of efforts to include the nation's youth in the 50th anniversary of independence celebrations. Reporting for GBN News, Beverly Telesford.
Now, the TMAUSHU Community College has benefited from a project valued at over $1 million that has made the learning institution more climate resilient. Rina Thomas tells us more.
The Ministry of Climate Resilience, in collaboration with the Rural Development Unit and with financing from the Eastern Caribbean Enhanced Direct Access Project, celebrated a major achievement with the successful completion of extensive roof repairs and refurbishment at the TMAUSHU Community College. The initiative, implemented under Component 3 of the EDA project, is aimed at enhancing climate resilience at the school at a cost of $1.4 Eastern Caribbean dollars. It is expected to boost the institution's ability to withstand climate-related challenges and provide a safer and more conducive learning environment for students. Dr. Stephen Fletcher, head of the Rural Development Unit, spoke of the importance of the project for the students and the school.
Physical retrofitting is important because it also allows for the building the physical resilience of our infrastructure, helping to ensure that even in times of bad weather, hurricanes and storms, that our buildings are able to withstand the vagaries of those changes. And that is important, very, very important as a people and as a country. It goes beyond providing a shelter, the retrofitting of the roof and enhancing that natural environment. That is very important because it lays the basis for learning. It lays the basis for students and other persons who will be using this facility to learn in a comfortable environment. If you're in a comfortable environment, you seem to be much more focused.
As the country faces the increased impact of climate change, such initiatives play a crucial role in building a more sustainable and secure foundation for educational institutions and the community they serve. Minister of Economic Development, Lennox Andrew, in his remarks, encouraged the students to take advantage of the improved learning environment.
I hope our young people, the beneficiaries of these climate-smart buildings, that you encourage each other to make the best possible use of the facility. Yeah? And that the environment is far more comfortable, it's far more relaxing, so you can enjoy your studies.
The administrative building and the School for Continuing Education are the two sections of TAMCC that benefited from the project. Principal of TAMCC, John Telesford, thanked all those involved in the implementation of the project.
Today marks a momentous occasion as we gather to celebrate the completion of a vital project that has not only transformed our Tantine campus, but also strengthened our commitment to climate resilience. The installation of 2 new roofs on our buildings, generously funded by the Ministry of Climate Resilience, the Environment and Renewable Energy, and the Rural Development Unit, with finance from the Eastern Caribbean Enhanced Direct Access Project.
The successful completion of this project underscores the commitment of the Ministry of Climate Resilience and the Rural Development Units to fostering a climate-resilient future for Grenada. Rina Thomas, GBN News.
The story to report: a bus operator applying the Sortes to Grenville route is calling on the relevant authorities to put measures in place to address the constant flooding of the Loden Bay. He said motorists and pedestrians are greatly affected. Joseph Cador has this report.
Bus operator Curtis Williams has reached his breaking point. His bone of contention of the seaman laissez-faire attitude by authorities towards the prolonged flooding crisis in the Grenville bus terminus. Now, according to him, the situation over the past few months has worsened. Speaking to GBN earlier today, Williams pointed to some specific areas of concern.
I am currently calling on the relevant authorities for the traffic department at Grenville to consider us the busmen in a situation we've been having over the past few months or so, you know, as it relates to the designated area for loading, where we normally would load. Whenever it rains, there is a great amount of water that will settle in the area. And because of the material that was there, which is not concrete, it's just like some binders basically, it would make a muddy texture, you know. And however, if it suns the following day, remember the water remains, right? But it's on the following day, they would tend to want to send us in the mud, all right, to load and to carry out our business. So I am saying, as a bus operator, I've experienced the general public complaining. You know, sometimes, for example, a lady might be wearing a sandal or a slipper, and she may have to skip through the water, getting her foot wet and so on, you know. Sometimes, for example, somebody might be going to St. George's on business, may have a white shoe in their foot, and the white shoe would tend to pick up mud and so on. What the traffic warden would say is that they receive word from the authority or higher authority that the buses have to load down there, whether it be mud or whether, you know. And if you put up a resistance, they would say that you fail to comply with a lawful instruction. But in my view, I believe a lawful instruction should be reasonable. You know, I don't think that, not because you have the authority and you have the power, that you could literally tell me, do anything, and I have to do it, you know. You must be reasonable in giving a lawful instruction.
He is hopeful, though, that something permanent can be done to resolve the issue. However, in the interim, he has these suggestions.
So what I would like to suggest is that whenever it rains and the water is down there, you know what, let the buses relocate to this area here, closer to the building where there is concrete and where there isn't any mud or any water whenever it rains, you know. But if the weather condition is good, then we have no problem parking down there. But when it rains and when it's muddy, please allow us to park up here, like for the meantime, until a solution can be reached, right?
The issue of flooding in the bus terminus has been a constant cry for help. One can only but hope that the appeal isn't falling on deaf ears. Joseph Cador, GBN News.
Coming up in Network News, the issue of illegal guns is becoming a major concern. Yet another report of gunshots being fired in a residential community. We'll talk about that. Stay with us.
Get ready to mark a historic milestone. It's the 50th anniversary of Independence Gala Cocktail and Dance, Saturday, 3rd February 2024 at the Crown Ballroom Radisson, starting at 7 p.m. for the all-inclusive cost of $500. All proceeds go towards the restoration of Government House. Secure your tickets now and be a part of history. Be there at the Radisson on February 3rd, 2024, hosted by Governor General Dame Cecile Lagranade.
Tickets available at Grenadian Optical, Melville Street and Grand Anse, the 50th Anniversary Independence Committee Secretariat on the Carenage, and online at gotofet.com.
Building or renovating your home or business? Why not use clean, renewable energy? Install solar panels to power your home and office and see your energy costs go down and your savings go up. Using renewable solar-powered energy protects our environment, reduces our carbon footprint, and slows the devastating impact of climate change. Republic Bank can help to finance construction and renovations that make use of renewable energy. Visit any Republic Bank branch and ask about renewable energy financing options today.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Why pay full price for your mobile when you can pay half? Just bundle your home internet and mobile services with Flow and save 50% on your mobile bill. That's money in your pockets every month. Plus now you get free YouTube and WhatsApp data. And you can share your plan with up to 3 other numbers. Upgrade now and get a free smartphone. Switch and keep your number. Learn more at discoverflow.co.
Get ready to mark a historic milestone. It's the 50th anniversary of Independence Gala Cocktail and Dance, Saturday, 3rd February 2024 at the Crown Ballroom Radisson, starting at 7 p.m. for the all-inclusive cost of $500. All proceeds go towards the restoration of Government House. Secure your tickets now and be a part of history. Be there at the Radisson on February 3rd, 2024, hosted by Governor General Dame Cecile Lagranade.
Tickets available at Grenadian Optical, Melville Street and Grand Anse, the 50th Anniversary Independence Committee Secretariat on the Carenage, and online at gotofet.com.
Labukan Creative Center presents Redemption Time, a suspenseful and exciting drama set during the Grenada Revolution period, starring Sylvan McIntyre, Kathy and James, Aquino Romaine, Giselle Carrington, Samuel Gilvey, and Piyanki Toussaint. Tickets from Gotofet, Grenadian Optical, Labukan, and St. Andrew's Pharmacy, $75. Friday 26th and Saturday 27th January, 8 p.m. Sunday January 28th, 6 p.m. at Labukan. Deluxe Cinema Grenville, Saturday February 3rd, 8 p.m. It's Redemption Time by Uriah Peters. Don't miss it.
Grenada, mark your calendars. On Saturday, January 20th, the Lessages Plainfield in St. David will come alive with the beats and melodies of 20 Calypsonians, all vying for the coveted title of 50th Independence Calypso Monarch. We start their melodic magic at 7 p.m. sharp. These 20 passionate performers will show their true patriotism with their original song to the theme of one people, one journey, one future. Bring your energy, applause, and Grenadian pride and be part of the excitement as we get one step closer to deciding the 50th Independence Calypso Monarch. This is an event you don't want to miss. Going up, going up, going up, 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 up.
Request, repay, repeat with Ariza's FlexiCredit Evergreen Loan Facility. Qualify for a FlexiCredit with limits up to $25,000 or use your home equity to qualify for more. Extra cash at your fingertips whenever you need it. Accessed using your debit card and managed using AMI, Ariza's mobile internet experience app. FlexiCredit allows you the flexibility to top up to your approved limit any day, anytime. Already a member? Send us a WhatsApp on 423-4987. New members join today to apply. Request, repay, repeat. Use your FlexiCredit for vacations, shopping, wedding, general expenses, and more. Ariza loan terms and conditions apply. Ariza Credit Union. Your financial freedom, your future.
Switch to a Ready Cash loan today. Bring your loan to us and get 25% off. Get flexible payment terms, fast approval, and hassle-free service, so you can do all the important things you need with ease. All you need is your ID, proof of address, payslip, job letter, and 2 references. Visit us in-store or apply online at www.shopcourts.com. Courts Ready Cash. We are ready when you are. Conditions apply.
With just $2, you can gift yourself with a chance to win the Lotto jackpot. Now, imagine winning the National Lotteries Authority jackpot of $42,000. Why pass upon this winning opportunity? Lotto, play and win a lot of money.
Get ready, football fans. This is your invitation to the most thrilling football event to kick off the new year. Welcome to the Sandals GFA National Under-15 Tournament. The semifinals are ready to ignite Montrouge Rouge playing field in Grand Anse, St. George, and you're invited to witness the excitement. Mark your calendars for Saturday, January 13th. The first electrifying match kicks off at 1 p.m. sharp, featuring the dynamic St. John Sport taking on Eagles Super Strikers. Feel the passion, witness the skill, and cheer for your favorites. But wait, there's more. At 3 p.m., the action continues with St. Andrews Football League clashing with the formidable GBSS FC. It's a battle of strategy, strength, and sheer willpower. You don't want to miss a single moment of this epic showdown. And then the grand finale. Join us again on Saturday, January 20th for the championship match. The stakes are higher and the excitement is at its peak. Best part, admission is absolutely free. Bring your friends, family, and every football football enthusiast, you know it's a celebration of talent, teamwork, and the spirit of youth football. So are you ready to be part of the action? We'll see you at Moulin Rouge Playing Field on Saturday 13th and Saturday 20th January for the Sandals GFA National Under-15 Tournament. Let the games begin.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
Building or renovating your home or business? Why not use clean, renewable energy? Install solar panels to power your home and office and see your energy costs go down and your savings go up. Using renewable solar-powered energy protects our environment, reduces our carbon footprint, and slows the devastating impact of climate change. Republic Bank can help to finance construction and renovations that make use of renewable energy. Visit any Republic Bank branch and ask about renewable energy financing options today.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Hello again. Yet another report of gunshots being fired, this time in the residential community of Jean Anglais, St. George. The incident has sparked much concern among citizens. More in this Nisha Paul report.
The Royal Grenada Police Force has confirmed that an undisclosed number of gunshots were heard in Jean Anglais just after 3 a.m. on Friday. The incident comes on the heels of a similar occurrence approximately 2 weeks ago in an area known as the Ghetto on the Carnage, the same area where an undisclosed number of spent shells and ammunition were recovered during a police raid on Tuesday. Upon learning about the incident, the GBN News team took its camera to the streets to hear from the public how they feel about this growing and concerning trend.
No, it's not right for a small country like this to have so much violence, you know? I mean, Grenada is a peaceful place. It's one of the most peaceful islands in the world, as I know.
They know who have the guns, go and deal with it. Stop making excuses, you understand? That's simple like that.
Personally, I don't believe the gun violence will stop because there is no few parents you have now. Long time there was parents and there was people on the everybody was everybody's children. Now you cannot help bring up a child. Yeah, and when you look at the training have to come from the home, unless it doesn't that will happen, that wouldn't stop. Yeah, and you know scriptures say that betterment ain't coming until the Almighty come. Yeah, but like I said, parents, we need good parenting, and unless we doesn't have good parenting, it will just continue.
The RGPF is making moves to curb the proliferation of illegal firearms in the country. Earlier this week, Assistant Commissioner of Police Vannie Kerwin said the RGPF is adopting a no-nonsense approach to combat the alarming rise of illegal firearms, with plans on the way to intensify street searches in a bid to eradicate this threat to public safety. Strategic security consultants and regional security experts, Commander Garvin Hiera, is encouraging law enforcement officers to utilize the same routes used to combat illegal drugs to clamp down on the importation of illegal firearms.
We have to stand out now and ensure that we can put strategies in place to treat with the importation, because it's transnational organized crime, and organized crime is a utilization of resources, a utilization of routes, businesses. We have businesses that are masking as legit businesses but conducting criminal activity. So the same way that we have strategists and planners of national security sitting to decide on different methodologies and approaches for law enforcement, we have criminals who are meeting and they are conducting their business meetings to continue to make money through crime. And the illegal arms trade has now become a prominent trade craft within the region.
Reporting for GBN News, I'm Nisha Paul.
The issue of missing teens has become a major concern for law enforcement. Assistant Commissioner of Police Vanny Cohen said it is unfortunate that the number of teens missing weekly is reflecting badly on the Royal Grenada Police Force. He said this is not necessarily a law enforcement issue, but they are obligated to become involved when teens go missing for more than 48 hours.
In fact, in the last few years, I can't remember a week that has passed and we have not put out a release asking the public for assistance in locating and finding teenage girls who, for one reason or the other, left home, ran away from home, call it what you want. This is becoming problematic for us. Most of them are not ending up being killed, and we're concerned about that. But we're also concerned about the socioeconomic factors that might be driving that trend. Why are so many teenage girls are running away from home? We have some information. We've been working with other government agencies to see how best we can deal with the situation. There are several factors as to why people run away from home.
ACP Cohen called for a community effort to reduce the incidence of runaway teens. He detailed some of the circumstances contributing to the rise in teens leaving their homes.
The family structure is one of the issues. We have seen situation where some young girls are unsupervised, and sometimes it's not by design. We have quite a lot of single parent home, and some of these mothers have to do 2 and 3 jobs to be able to make ends meet, leaving some of the children unsupervised, and those children embrace the opportunity to do as they please, as they feel. We also have a few issues where there might be social issues in the home.
Other news, 3 Grenadians are the winners of the grand prizes of the Blast Mass 2023 promotion held from November 11 to December 29. The promotion allowed all Blast customers to win various prizes over 8 weeks. Operations Supervisor Crystal Cumberbatch spoke of the promotion.
Weekly prizes for vouchers at the Blast main stores, Esplanade, Wall Street, Guelph, and Grenville were also drawn during the promotional period. When players use the machines at any of our Blast locations, a representative presented players with an entry code. Players scanned the QR code provided to enter for this promotion. Players entered all required information on the web form, including the entry code, and submitted the information to qualify for the promotion.
All right, so the winners are the recipients of a brand new Toyota Hiace pickup, an all expenses paid trip to New York, and a $10,000 cash prize.
Some lucky person's going to win an all-expense trip for 2 to New York. So the winner is Kingdom Pierre, second draw, $10,000. Who's that lucky person going to be? Who is that lucky person going to be the walkover with $10,000 today? That lucky person is none other than Blondie Millet. Is going to be driving away with a Toyota Hilux. Miss Joseph will let us know in a short while. So it's Kimon Gilbert.
Human creativity meshes with nature's creativity and is viewed through the GBN ISO lens. Stay with us.
A good eye captures all. GBN ISO is brought to you by Clear Vision.
Life is beautiful if only you can see it. Clear Vision Eye Center helps you do just that. We provide expert service, classy eyewear, and cutting-edge technology, all with a quality customer experience. See better, feel better, and look better. Meet us today at clearvisiongrenada.com or call 444-0055, WhatsApp 409-0055, or follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Clear Vision Eye Center. Let's see life and the world with a clear vision.
There's a bit of humor in tonight's GBNI song. This artist is showing off his creative side as he paints the rainbow. See for yourself. We thank our citizen journalists for that submission. Send us your photo and video submissions via WhatsApp at 405-3052 or our other social media platforms.
Still to come in network news, the president of the Caribbean Development Bank sent on administrative leave until April. Back in a moment.
Get ready, Grenada. It's time to celebrate 50 years of independence with a soul-stirring experience like never before.
It's time to celebrate the Savior and His Word.
Gospel Fusion, the 50th anniversary of Independence Gospel Concert and Family Fun Day on January 21st, 2024. Join us at Progress Park for a day filled with praise, worship, and family fun. Experience the inspiring tunes of Laura Lisa and the harmonious melodies of South St. George Government School Choir and Touch of Grace. But that's not all. Get ready to be moved by St. Anne's Mystical Healing Chapel and the melodious voices of Tira Etienne, Kamala Stevens, Faye Morale, Richard Simon, and Colin Robert. Leading us in worship will be Nicole Fletcher Newton and the Butchgrove New Testament Church of God worship team. All performances will be backed by a dynamic live band. Gospel Fusion is more than a concert. It's a day of gratitude and hope as we celebrate Grenada's 50th.
This is 50 years of Calypso excellence as Made in Grenada presents Calypso at 50 featuring Unlucky.
I must go back, my little island is called.
The original Inspector.
So when you see me in the cold mountain, what I'm planting,
Flying Turkey, Lady Cinty, Smokey, Peter Humphrey, Randy Isaac, Woodsman Kelly, Squeezy, Scholar, Black Wizard, and Chamo, and the Hitman Inspector. One stage, one night, Sunday, February 11th, 6 p.m. sharp at the Grenada National Cricket Stadium. Tickets are $50 and are available at Canadian Optical, Town and Grandans, Mitchell's Wellness, Grandans, St. David Pharmacy, Maxis More, and St. Andrew Pharmacy, Calico, Sates, Shizemore, Lixon Bites, and GoToFed.com. The hits,
tell you that, Inspector.
the classics, the performances as Grenada celebrates 50. Sponsored by Flow, Brighton and Miners, Antillian Group, Spy-Style Auto Rental, Wayne Mitchell, Glenelg, Springwater, Grenada Bottling Company, Grenada Distillers, makers of Platscott Rum. Sunday, February 11th, 6 p.m. Grenada National Stadium. This is 50 years of Calypso excellence.
Like family, it's always exciting when lottery players get together. Now the lottery games are joining in the fun. Check out the multiplier family of Instacash games. 5 times the cash at $2, 10 times the cash at $3, and 20 times the cash at $5. On your tickets, match any of our numbers with any of the winning numbers and win the prize below that number. There's more. Multiply your winnings up to 5 times, 10 times, or 20 times more. Winning is easy. Play Monday to Sunday. There are no draws to wait on. Win instantly. It's the multiplier family of Instacash games with over $675,000 to be won instantly. Don't just buy one, buy all, because family is everything. Must be 18 years and older to play. NLA, making family dreams come true.
But you are 92. Yeah. You need the number one run, man. That is it. You know what? Nice. Yeah. You number one. Me too.
Whether sipped neat, mixed into a classic cocktail, or savored on the rocks, our rum delivers a taste that captivates and satisfies. Choose greatness. Choose Classcoat, the number one rum. Produced by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
I'm a VIP. I'm a VIP.
I am VIP. I am vaccinated. I am immunized. I am protected. Our children and nation depend on vaccination for immunization. Childhood vaccination is national priority. It is their protection from disease and sicknesses. Let's all be VIPs and safeguard our beautiful Grenada. I am DJ Blackstorm and I am a VIP health champion. Be a VIP like me.
Let's all be VIP champions.
A message from the Ministry of Health, Wellness and Religious Affairs, Be a VIP Childhood Vaccination and Immunization Campaign in collaboration with UNICEF and the Pan American Health Organization.
Level of convenience and comfort awaits you when you shop at Rise and Shine Supermarket and Hardware Supplies, Griffin Lane, Grenville. Convenient, because we are open Sunday to Sunday. We're even at your service on public holidays. Comfort, because we are easily accessible to the physically challenged. Free Wi-Fi is available while you shop, and bags come at no charge. Everyday low prices and excellent customer care. Adequate parking available. We supply everything you can possibly think of. Family and home supplies, fresh meat, vegetables, and personal care products. All brands of cooking gas at affordable prices. You can send in your order, have it pulled, or pick up express.
And so it begins. A journey like none other. Every moment has the potential to be unforgettable. Bring home a piece of the tropical green forest with every emerald. Capture the sparkling light of flawless water in a diamond. Make the sunrise and sunsets last forever. With precious colored gemstones, the essence of happiness is in our most precious memories. So, when it all comes to an end, bring home something that will last forever. Colombian Emeralds International. Bring home more than a memory.
Youth leaders and young people with big dreams, now is your time. We want you to be involved in Grenada's 50th anniversary of independence.
If you're between the ages of 14 and 30, you are invited to participate in the Youth Symposium. January 19th from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the Radisson Beach Resort.
We're bringing together the nation's sharpest young minds for a day of innovation, collaboration, and empowerment.
Registration is free, but space is limited. Visit the Grenada Tons 50 social media pages for the registration form or speak to your school's principal.
This is not just an event, it's a movement.
The Youth Symposium for Grenada's 50th independence. Let's make history together. Because in Grenada, I can, you can, we can.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium. This segment is brought to you by Flow.
Paying is faster and easier with Flow FastPay. Use your MasterCard or Visa and pay from anywhere. Log on to discoverflow.co/fastpay and press Consumer. Select your country and enter your account number. Enter the amount to be paid and an email address. Enter your credit card information. You'll receive a payment confirmation with the transaction details, along with a receipt to your email address. It's fast, safe, and easy. Flow, keeping you connected.
The president of the Barbados-based Caribbean Development Bank, Dr. Jean Leon, has been sent on administrative leave until April this year as an ongoing administrative process continues at the financial institution. According to a report from the Caribbean Media Corporation, Leon's computer and tablets have been seized, and there's questioning relating to how the board of directors could have decided against the bank's president without the knowledge of the board of governors. Leon is the 6th president of the Regional Development Finance Institution. He was elected at a special meeting of the CDB Board of Governors on January 19, 2021 for a 5-year term and assumed office on May 4 of the same year. The CDB's only comment on the matter has been to acknowledge an ongoing administrative process involving the president. In a short statement on Wednesday, the bank also stated that it will not be making further comments at this time. Sports news up next.
On February 3rd and 4th, the Grenada Motor Club presents Grenada's 50th Independence Invitational Drags at Pearls International Speedway, St. Andrews. Come out to see our local boys compete against the fastest drag racing cars the Caribbean has to offer. There will be special entertainment from one of the Caribbean's top drifters and live performances from one of our local artists. February 2nd is the welcome party at Lavo Lanes. February 3rd, Test and Tune at Pearls International Speedway. And February 4th, drag race finals. Contact us at Grenada Motor Club 473@gmail.com. Grenada's 50th Independence Invitational Drags, February 3rd and 4th at Pearls International Speedway. This will be an epic one.
Oh, island in the sun. Look at how we've grown, how far we've run. 50 years we strong and more to come. More to come. More to come. Going higher. 50 years we're blessed, we're forged in fire. Still reaching for more. Going up, going up, 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 up. Going up, going up, going up, 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 up. We're going higher.
The National Lotteries Authority is a proud sponsor of many cultural activities within the Trial State of Grenada.
My name is Anderson Matheson, also known as Leftist, and I'm a calypsonian and string band music player from Carrico. I support the games of the National Lottery Authority because culture benefits tremendously. Annually, the NLA supports the Carrico and Petit Matinee Carnival, the Carrico String Band Music Festival, and all regattas, among other activities. When I play the game of the NLA, I can see where my money goes, and it's an investment into our culture.
Yes, Grenada, when you play the games of the NLA, you enable us to invest in the skills and talents of our people in the areas of sports, culture, and nation building.
Prescription filled, or you require non-prescribed medication, supplements, or all your personal needs, visit Gittins Healthcare at locations on Wall Street, Grand Anse, Victoria Street, Granville, and Central Deputy Street, Guelph. Gittins Healthcare aims to provide an exceptional personalized pharmacy experience. Additionally, children under 5 and adults 55 years and over will enjoy 10% discount on purchases of $20 and over on prescription medication. Stop settling for less. Visit Gittins Healthcare, where your health is our priority.
Sporting fans, good evening. With the Olympic Games in Paris only 188 days away, decathlon world champion bronze medalist Lyndon Victor is receiving some much-needed assistance to facilitate his training. The 2023 world bronze medalist and a two-time Commonwealth Games champion received a check from local business George F. Huggins and Company, Grenada Limited. Anya Chow Chow is the chairman and chief executive officer of Huggins.
Lyndon has been carrying a nation of 100,000 people on his back. Lyndon has been carrying a company that is over 500 employees strong, not to mention their families, on his back. He's been carrying the weight and the honor of his own exemplary family on his back. And that is what was hanging around his neck, not a piece of bronze.
Desiree Stephen, Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Sports, said the ministry cannot do it alone and is pleased that Huggins is on board to assist.
But we look forward to big things happening for you this year, as has happened over the last couple of years. Your continued success, your dedication. And we are happy that Huggins has agreed to continue supporting you in your endeavors. Because as a ministry, as a government, we cannot do it alone. And so collaboration with corporate sponsors is very important and very essential.
Lyndon Victor was elated and thankful for the assistance.
A heartfelt thank you for helping me with my equipment. As you know, that the equipment, they're really expensive. And hopefully that gives me just another tool to be the world's greatest athlete. You know, if you have the chance to win the Olympic gold, I think we shouldn't leave it up to chance to like a pole or like a javelin. It shouldn't be left up to chance, and I really appreciate that. Thank you.
West Indies fast bowler Shamar Joseph has emerged as the latest cricket sensation, soaking up the love from the Adelaide crowd after securing his maiden 5-wicket haul in his Test match debut against Australia. The young bowler's remarkable journey from security guard to the limelight has left cricket fans in awe. We get more in this report.
Lionel Shamar Joseph etched his name in history by becoming only the second West Indies bowler to take a wicket on his very first ball in Test cricket. Joseph sent back Australia's new opener Steve Smith on the opening day of the first Test in Adelaide. The last West Indies bowler to achieve this feat was Tyrrell Johnson in 1939 at the Oval in England. Joseph's name has now been added to the best Test bowling in an innings at the Adelaide overall board after his amazing performance. The 24-year-old Guyanese had this to say after the match.
I guess I was just positive going through the entire game. It's just cricket at the end of the day. So you guys are about and be positive and enjoy every moment of it. That was just my way of playing. Yeah, aggressive. Hitting the ball is just part of my ability. So I just went about and do that. I was nervous on that first ball, but at the end of the day, you still have to face what is in front of you. And born to Steve Smith, as I said earlier, it is a great pleasure for having him on my debut and the first wicket in Test cricket.
Joseph said his achievement was not easy. However, he is proud of his achievement.
Oh, the 5 wicket wasn't that easy. You just have to work for it. 5 wickets is just come, work, put the balls in the area, get the batsman nick off, bowl them, catch matches, you know. So I just went out there and stick to the basic and just went to play my game. I received a set of phone call from Barker. You know, they're so proud and happy for me, and I'm happy that I make them feel that way, you know, because they support me day by day throughout my career. So I'm really happy that they're proud of me, and I will continue doing it for them.
When asked about his cricketing inspirations during his formative years, Joseph humbly acknowledged those who paved the way for him.
There are a lot of fast bowlers that I admired, even until this day, like today, like Major Star, Pat Cummins, all these guys, Hayes Wood, I admire them. But mostly, you see, Sean Tate is there with us. I really admire him. I will watch back a lot of this game. Dale Steyn, I admire his passions, and I would really want to be like him growing up. Ian Bishop, my father and mother at the moment, you know, he was a very good cricketer. You know, so there's a lot of options who you want to be like, but I just want to be great.
Captain Craig Brathwaite was pleased with Joseph's performance thus far.
It's a great start. You know, great start to his international career, and you know he has a bright future for West Indies. But you know, it wasn't a surprise. You know, I really believe he's something special, and you know, I was very happy for him. See, he out Steve Smith his first ball, so you know there was a temptation, and you never know.
Joseph is the 23rd bowler overall in Test cricket history to achieve this feat. Nisha Peters, GBN Sports.
It was a huge disappointment for the West Indies, having battled hard to restrict Australia to 283 in their first innings after only scoring 188 when batting first. Australia thrashed the West Indies by 10 wickets in the first test at the Adelaide Oval today. After leading the visitors by 95 runs following the first innings, Australia bowled West Indies out for 120, leaving a total of 26 to win. Captain of West Indies is Craig Brathwaite.
Even if you play 6 in a year, I pretty much don't mind if the 6 games are back-to-back series, because I think you go up to play to learn, and it's hard for a guy to play. Let's say he fails or he succeeds, whichever it is, but then your next test match is 6 months away. So it's pretty hard to really learn as a batsman, because I think you learn as you are out there playing and experiencing what it is, what world-class bowlers, what world-class batsmen do. Yeah, so I think we need a lot more Test cricket. This year is pretty good for us, to be honest. 9 games, which is great for us. We have first-class cricket when we go back, so it's a good year. But I just think generally the more games we can play, plus obviously funding, you know, would be great. But I think we need to play more cricket for us guys to gain that experience, then to go on and continuously, you know, perform against world-class players.
He said the team did not execute as they should have.
Not what we expected and wanted. Obviously, bowling-wise, we did great. You know, getting 10 wickets here in Australia under 300 runs. I think that was good. Obviously, we could improve, you know, from that as well. Obviously, batting-wise, you know, the top part of it we didn't get going. Obviously, Kirk played well in the first innings. But yeah, we didn't get the scores. So obviously, that is what let us down this test match.
The West Indies captain noted that there is a need for the teams to play more test matches.
Obviously, some of the shots were on, and we still managed to edge them to slip, some of them. So, you know, better execution, you know, especially those attacking shots that you're looking to score. You know, some of the guys showed some good fight, showed some good defense. But yeah, I'll say it, you know, when you're going to play that attack shot, we didn't execute, you know, as good as we should have.
All right, so the action now moves to Brisbane, where the challenge of a day-night ping ball test match awaits both teams. The story to report a magnificent century from Jewel Andrew was not enough to secure a victory for West Indies as South Africa beat the boys in maroon by 31 runs in an exciting opening game of the Under-19 World Cup at the JB Marks Oval in South Africa today. The 17-year-old Antiguan showed his prolific talent by reaching his century from just 71 balls and continued to push for an unlikely victory, reaching 130 from 96 balls. This is Andrew's first century in maroon and his first for the ICC. West Indies' next match in the ICC Under-19 Cricket World Cup will be played on Tuesday, January 23, at the JB Marks Oval in South Africa. A new champion will be crowned in the final of the 2023 Sandals Under-15 tournament when Grenville Cooperative Credit Union, St Andrews Football League and St John meet at the Montrouge playing field on Saturday. After months of intense competition, football fans can look forward to an electrifying final showdown. Both teams earned their spot in the final after winning their semi-final matches. The final of the 2023 Sandals Under-15 tournament promises a culmination of exciting football. Looking forward to it. That's the sports news for the time being. The Caribbean Public Health Agency, CAFA, has confirmed Trinidad and Tobago's first case of the COVID-19 subvariant JN1, which is a descendant of the Omicron variant. This report from TTT News.
A release from the Ministry of Health noted that there is no evidence that suggests the subvariant causes more severe illness. However, it may be more easily spread from person to person than its predecessor. The Ministry of Health says they continue to monitor global trends for COVID-19 and other viruses of concern, as an increase was noted worldwide in recent months. This is as a result of increased movement of persons, which usually occurs during the Christmas and Carnival seasons, among other factors. Minister of Health Terence Dialsing recently announced an increase in hospitalizations and deaths related to COVID-19 in the country. For the period December 23, 2023 to January 15, 2024, 5 deaths were recorded, and as of January 18, 2024, 6 deaths were recorded, 4 of which occurred in January 2024. The ministry is encouraging persons to take the necessary precautions to safeguard lives with the practice of good hygiene, with the aim of reducing the spread of viruses, including influenza and COVID-19. Ayana Carter, TTT News.
Further afield, the murder rate in South Africa is at a 20-year high. According to the latest annual statistics, more than 27,000 people were killed in a year, but only 12% of cases were solved. Security robberies are also a serious problem there, with many people relying on private security instead of police.
A normal day in a security van carrying cash in South Africa. What happens next looks extraordinary. But it's a constant criminal threat. This is a cash-in-transit robbery. Vans rammed off busy roads. Guards terrorised. Bombs used to access cash. CIT hijackings are one of the violent crimes at crisis levels here. This guard survived a robbery, some don't.
As a human being, I'm scared. But hey, I'm going out. I might not come back, but it's life for everyone in CIT.
From here they dispatch the helicopters, the backup teams, everything. So
his boss says more help's needed from government.
Well, it's like a terrorist group. It's been very military organised, well executed, and if you see the way that they plan these robberies, it's very difficult for our teams to stop that.
Although most South Africans can't afford to pay for them, private security officers now outnumber their police counterparts. In the air, each day crisscrossing cities, guarding security vans down below, waiting to respond to hijackings.
Reminder of the headlines in just a moment. This is GBN, a reminder of the headlines. GUT executive speaks out on issues affecting teachers, ranging from late payment of salaries to delay in salary upgrades. Youth urged to carry Grenada diligently to its 100th anniversary. TAMCC Administrative Building and School of Continuing Education renovation completed at a cost of $1.4 million. Also in the news, regionally, JN1 COVID-19 variant confirmed in Trinidad and Tobago. Internationally, violent crime in South Africa reaches 20-year high. Plus, in the sports news, Lyndon Victor gets much-needed support. Such a star. We wish him well. I'm Ken Roy Batiste. Have a safe and very pleasant weekend. We'll see you again very soon. Have a good night.
Yes, we have rebranded and we are now called Bee's Crispy Chicken, serving you with authentic, well-seasoned fried chicken using our own secret recipe. Unlike Tom Jones and Uncle Sam, we use a blend of local herbs and spices to give you, our valued customers, delicious fried and grilled chicken at affordable prices. Our menu includes chicken and chips, wraps, salads, hamburgers, chicken burgers, fried and grilled fish, your favorite ice cream flavors, and much, much more. You can find us at XL Plaza Grand Anse and our 2 express outlets at Granby Street, St. George's and Jubilee Street, St. Andrew. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Order online via Yogo or call 403-8003 to order in advance. Bee's Crispy Chicken. For us, by us.
I'm a VIP. I'm a VIP.
I am VIP. I am vaccinated. I am immunized. I am protected. Our children and nation depend on vaccination for immunization. Childhood vaccination is national priority. It is their protection from disease and sicknesses. Let's all be VIPs and safeguard our beautiful Grenada. I am DJ Blackstorm and I am a VIP health champion.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome. Our very first We Culture program for 2024. It is indeed a pleasure to be back. Yes, indeed, and I know many people have been asking when we were restarting. Well, we're here, and of course, as always, we aim to have some lively but informative and interesting discussion. Yes, indeed. So we welcome our friends on GBN TV 711, also our listeners on K105 FM, our friends on our Facebook page and YouTube channel. It's a pleasure and welcome again. I trust that everyone had a wonderful holiday. Christmas was okay, and I also trust that the new year has started the way you anticipated. Yeah, and of course, we expect you to do what is necessary to ensure that things go the way you want it to go. All right. Doc is with me tonight. Reece should be joining us shortly. Doc, good evening. How are you doing, man? It's a pleasure. Happy New Year to you.
Yeah, man, same to you. It's been a long time. You went missing for many, many moons. It's really nice to be here. And actually, I feel pressured because so many people meet me on the street who wanted to give me a proper licking for not being here with We Culture. So it's nice being here. But Godfrey, even before we go, though, I'm hearing I said I'm muffled. I'm hearing you muffled. I don't know how you are hearing me.
I'm hearing you very clear. I'm not sure what is the problem.
Are you hearing me clearly?
I'm very, very clear. Very, very clear.
Right. So maybe you're good to go, but yeah.
So I mean from my end, I'm hearing everything clear. I'm not sure what is happening.
I'm hearing you a little bit better now, though.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Well, let's hope for the best. Let's hope for the best. Yes, indeed. Yep. So, how was the Christmas, man? How was your holidays? How were things?
Christmas for me, I mean, maybe the last 10 years has always been about celebrating with family and, looking for friends. So my family has been extending, meaning it's not only just biological now, but after years of consolidation of friendship, we consider certain persons to be family. So there we had celebration, and then on my on the wife's side,
right.
So our other members came in, and it was a wonderful time. It was a really wonderful time here. So boy, it was all good, and I got a lot of rest. And I actually did a lot of work in the land too. So I did a lot of work in the land. So I was happy about that.
That's a good thing. I mean, I got quite a bit of rest myself because after our last program, I went off on vacation. I only came back last Monday. So yeah, I feel great. Ready to go, and we continue to do what we have to do. I mean, coming back at a time where in the midst of a major celebration in Grenada, 50 years of independence. So
and I mean, we did not talk about that. I guess we were waiting for this change of the year,
right?
To start talking about the 50th anniversary. But it's an exciting period. It's a very momentous one, and it's surreal because I think when you're 50, you have to really look back and then look forward. You have to look forward with more level of seriousness. You don't have the luxury of the experimentation that you did as a little boy, a little girl anymore. You have to get things right now. Using your experience, you have to start channeling your path and making sure that things are right.
Mm-hmm.
So, when we are 20s or you're 19 and you're reckless, we don't have that luxury anymore. We're now 50. Yeah, me too. So it gives us a really good moment time to now bottle down and take whatsoever we're doing with a level of seriousness. And Godfrey, why I'm saying that, not everybody grow at the same pace, at the same rate. So I just want to make that call to the radio stations, all the radio stations. Guys, we are 50, we have a lot of Grenadian music, a lot of Grenadian content. Please bombard the airwaves with more Grenadian content. I think you owe us that. There is a duty that you should owe us. We're no longer in our 40s, 50. And your responsibility dictates that you bombard us with all the local music that is, our artists over the years has taken time to develop and is really meaningful. Please, just play some more Grenadian music on your area.
Well, I mean, this is. I mean, it's a wonderful call, and I'm looking forward to the response you would get. I'm looking forward to
the thing is, I believe that most of the people listening, they're not on the radio, or on the television. So, one or two, I think I met two guys that said to one time that, and one that comes to mind from the western side that actually is on its radio station. He says, you listen to this program. So if you're hearing it, my brother, you do a wonderful job on mornings on your program, and you do, play a lot of Grenadian stuff. So I want to big you up. I don't know if it's proper. I'm on one network to call you out, so I would not do that. But please, you do a good job. And he said he listened to WFM. Sorry, he listened to We Culture sometime. So please, keep it up.
Yeah, no. I mean, there from time to time you do hear a bit of it, but I can guarantee you, I think this station, radio station, this is where you'll probably hear most of the local music being played.
Yes.
You hear quite a bit of it, especially calypsos. I can guarantee you the most calypsos are played on the station. I think we may get some. Let's hope that we get a lot more than we usually do. But Reece has joined us, and it's quite good, Reece. Good evening, Happy New Year to you, and I hope you had a wonderful Christmas.
You're mute.
Right. She's gonna come in. She's gonna come in a while.
Right. So sorry about that. But good evening, everyone. I have so many windows open that when I skip from one, I have to go search for it to return. It's a pleasure. I have to say Happy New Year to all our viewers. Those who I have not met on the street as yet to complain about We Culture not on, or those to just, congratulate the team. I must pat my back to say that most of the comments are usually like, Reece, you're the one that make a lot of sense there. And Reece, you're the one that does keep the balance, So I kind of get a feeling that coming up there.
We need somebody like that.
There, I have missed.
That's good. We need somebody to keep the balance.
No, of course, right. It's important.
Because, and I think really what it is just that Godfrey just bad behave. It's just bad.
I am bad behave. But I think I have the most discipline and thing in all of us. I think I'm the best.
No, don't self-grade. You're not.
Let me tell you something. I listen to me. I'm the best. Then Doc comes second, and I don't know. Well, between third and fourth, I'll go.
Between me I know he's gonna come on, and eventually, when he come on, he's going to correct you and say, "We're the best."
I could vouch. I could vouch for me and Doc. I mean, we grew up we come in good race.
Yes.
Me and Doc were in good race, so I mean, I could vouch for that.
Prior to St. David's claiming worse, y'all were the worst. Y'all are the original worst.
Wait, hold on. When you say, be a little more explicit.
I don't think you go and reside in the second worst, that make you worse.
No, you see, you don't understand the thing. You usually, when you see things like that happen, it's when good people go to bring about change. You see, let me tell you something. The whole idea, I moved to St. David with a transformative agenda. And it's just a matter.
Oh, so you want to study things down there?
You're the originator of transformative agenda.
Everything nice happens in St. David now again with the road getting fixed. only St. David are getting debushing.
Nice school happening, nice school structure.
Listen to me. All big work, all who getting big work now come out in St. David. You see, that's it. You don't understand the thing, man.
Thanks for your badness, eh? All these transformative things have been happening. I would argue.
No. I mean, I
would just let the year flow. I'll give you up to the end of February.
No, man. No. You see, my whole idea was to move into the area and dictate what was supposed to be happening. You understand?
What is a real Waswarian? That's right.
Anyway, guys, hold on. Our auto break is ready, so let's take it. And when we come back, we'll get into our discussion for this evening. So stay with us, folks. We'll be back in just a moment.
National Lotteries Authority is a proud sponsor of many cultural activities within the trial state of Grenada.
My name is Anderson Matheson, also known as Leftist, and I'm a Calypsonian and string band music player from Carrico. I support the games of the National Lottery Authority because culture benefits tremendously. Annually, the NLA supports the Carrico and Pretty Martinique Carnival, the Carrico String Band Music Festival, and all regattas, among other activities. When I play the game of the NLA, I can see where my money goes, and it's an investment into our culture.
Yes, Grenada, when you play the games of the NLA, you enable us to invest in the skills and talents of our people in the areas of sports, culture, and nation building.
Well, good evening and welcome to the NLA's evening draw for the Daily Pick 3 game for today, Friday, the 19th of January, 2024. I'm Lexan Fletcher and I'll be your draw hostess for this evening. And joining me is Ms. Kanife Edwards. She's representing RSO & Company Limited Accountants and Advisors. Ms. Edwards is here to ensure the games are conducted in a fair and accountable manner, that the game balls have not been tampered with and are within industry standards. Well, don't forget, with the Pick 3 game, you can bet as little as $1 on inline, mix, and pair tickets, and from $2 on backup tickets. Let's find out what the winning numbers will be for this evening. It pays to play. Good luck to you. And the first is, first is 4, second 0, final is 2. It's time to recap, double check your tickets. First number was 4, the second was 0, final 2. Congratulations if you're a winner this evening. And as per usual, we'd like to say big congrats to all our winners from previously. So we had a total of 68 winners from the midday draw with a total payout of $12,055. Congratulations again. Well, do stay tuned if you got your tickets for Playway with Multi-X, because that comes up next. See you then.
Celebrate Christmas and New Year with the NLA's exciting You Must Win promotion. Spend $15 or more in a single ticket purchase on Daily Pick 3, Daily Cash 4, or Playway, and just like that, you have chances to win prizes valued at over $100,000. Winning is easy. Simply check your tickets for the words "You won," free cash, free phones, free tablets, or free Instacash tickets. But wait, that's not all. You can also win free raffle entries for chances to win not 1 but 2 cars in NLA's You Must Win promotion. Promotion runs December 1st, 2023 to January 31st, 2024. Terms and conditions apply. You must be 18 and over to participate. The NLA, making your Christmas and New Year dreams come true.
Welcome back. It is the evening draw for Playway with Multi-X for this evening, Friday, the 19th of January, 2024. I've got Ms. Kanife Edwards with me once again. She's representing RSO & Company Limited Accountants and Advisors. Don't forget, with the Playway game, all you got to do is bet as little as $1 up to $10 or in increments on any number or dream symbol of your choice and get to win 24 times the amount you bet. That's $24 for every spent. Hope you placed your bets. Let's find out what the winning playway number will be for this evening. Value your dreams. Win your way. Your playway. Good luck. And this evening's winning playway number is... This evening's winning playway number is 10. That's 1010. And the dream symbol is police. Congratulations if you're a winner this evening, and it's time to move on to find out what the winning multi-X ball will be for this evening. If you placed your bets, good luck. And the winning multi-X ball is... The winning multi-X ball for this evening is 5X. That's 5X. If you're a winner, congratulations to you. Congrats also to our 146 winners from the midday draw. We had a total payout of $14,904. Congrats again. Do stay tuned. Up next, cash for a draw. We'll see you then.
Wow, it's Instacash Grenada. Imagine a game with no numbers to choose from, no draws to wait on, and you can play it every day, including Sunday. That's Instacash. It's fast, it's easy to play, and you win prizes instantly. Instacash. Must be 18 years or older to play. NLA, making dreams come true.
All right, welcome back once again. It is the Daily Cash for evening draw for today, Friday, the 19th day in January 2024. Of course, with me once again is Ms. Kanife Edwards. She's representing RSO and Company Limited accountants and advisors. For the Cash for a game, you can bet as little as $1 on most of the bet types with the exception of backup, in which case you bet $2. So hope you placed your bets. Let's find out what the winning numbers will be for this evening. It's more plays, bigger prizes. Good luck. Let's recap. If you got your tickets, double check them now. First number was 3, second 2, third was 6, final 5. But of course, congratulations if you're a winner this evening, and congratulations to our winners, the 7 winners from the midday draw. We had a total payout of $1,600. Congrats again. Well, we do hope you got your tickets for Lotto Draw. The estimated jackpot for this evening, $42,000. We'll see you soon.
Celebrate Christmas and New Year with the NLA's exciting You Must Win promotion. Spend $15 or more in a single ticket purchase on Daily Pick 3, Daily Cash 4, or Playway, and just like that, you have chances to win prizes valued at over $100,000. Winning is easy. Simply check your tickets for the words you won. Free cash, free phones, free tablets, or free Instacash tickets. But wait, that's not all. You can also win free raffle entries for chances to win not 1 but 2 cars in NLA's You Must Win promotion. Promotion runs December 1st, 2023 to January 31st, 2024. Terms and conditions apply. You must be 18 and over to participate. The NLA, making your Christmas and New Year dreams come true.
Well, good evening, players. Welcome back. It's time for the NLA's Lotto Draw number 3608 for this evening, Friday, the 19th of January, 2024. The estimated jackpot for this evening is $42,000. Well, with me once again is Ms. Kanife Edwards. She's representing RSO and Company Limited accountants and advisors. All right, let's find out firstly what the free ticket letter will be. If you got your tickets, good luck. Free ticket letter is the letter M as in money. That's M as in money. And it's time to find out what the 5 winning numbers will be for $42,000. Once again, if you got your tickets, good luck to you. All right, if you have your tickets, check them now. First number. First is 4, second let's recap. Free ticket letter for this evening was M. That's M as in money. And tonight's 5 winning numbers. Jackpot for this evening, reminding you again, is $42,000. If you got your tickets, double check them carefully. First number up, 4. That's 044. The second was 6066. Third, 21 to 121. The fourth was 14. That's 1414. And the final, 34. 34, 34. Well, this has been Lotto Play and Win a Lot, of course. You know the drill. If you have these numbers, you are a winner. Congratulations to you. If you haven't won, keep playing, keep supporting. We're here tomorrow, God's will. So get your tickets and keep supporting sports culture and nation building. Have a good night.
The National Lotteries Authority is a proud sponsor of many cultural activities within the tri-island state of Grenada.
My name is Anderson Matheson, also known as Leftist, and I'm a calypsonian and string band music player from Carrico. I support the games of the National Lottery Authority because culture benefits tremendously. Annually, the NLA supports the Carrico Pitamatic Carnival, the Carrico String Band Music Festival, and all regattas, among other activities. When I play the game of the NLA, I can see where my money goes, and it's an investment into our culture.
Yes, Grenada, when you play the games of the NLA, you enable us to invest in the skills and talents of our people in the areas of sports, culture, and nation building.
Yes, we have rebranded and we are now called Bee's Crispy Chicken, serving you with authentic, well-seasoned fried chicken using our own secret recipe. Unlike Tom Jones and Uncle Sam, we use a blend of local herbs and spices to give you, our valued customers, delicious fried and grilled chicken at affordable prices. Our menu includes chicken and chips, wraps, salads, hamburgers, chicken burgers, fried and grilled fish, your favorite ice cream flavors, and much, much more. You can find us at XL Plaza Grand Anse and our 2 express outlets at Granby Street, St. George's and Jubilee Street, St. Andrew. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Order online via Yogo or call 403-8003 to order in advance. Bee's Crispy Chicken. For us, by us.
Get ready to mark a historic milestone. It's the 50th anniversary of Independence Gala Cocktail and Dance, Saturday, 3rd February 2024 at the Crown Ballroom Radisson, starting at 7 p.m. for the all-inclusive cost of $500. All proceeds go towards the restoration of Government House. Secure your tickets now and be a part of history. Be there at the Radisson on February 3rd, 2024, hosted by Governor General Dame Cecile Lagranade.
Tickets available at Grenadian Optical, Melville Street and Grand Anse, the 50th Anniversary Independence Committee Secretariat on the Carenage, and online at gotofet.com.
Raise it high up the ladder, let we set it on fire. Higher, give me some fire. A little more calypso, forget the funk and the disco.
Welcome back, everyone. It's Oui Culture, and of course, Doc and Reece here. And tonight we hope to chat a little bit about, the independence, 50th anniversary. It's a big thing. But of course, let me just say this. Usually when the new year breaks, we make resolution, we set goals and all of that. And but I realize that some people on the program, they come back with the same ways. They ain't decide to change at all. They come early attacking me. And imagine, I ain't even say nothing about guava. So anyway, but that's that. So Doc, we're talking about independence. 50 years. That is a significant milestone. We have gone through a lot in Grenada. The good, the bad, the ugly, the not so good, the not so bad. You name it. But in spite of all of that, I think we've done fairly well as a nation. you know, and I think we have a lot to be proud of. Are you hearing me? Are you guys hearing me?
We are hearing you. I'm hearing you.
Okay. Reece, are you hearing me okay?
It's some muffled though.
I told him that. It's a muffled.
I am not sure.
Muffled.
I'm not sure what is causing it. I'm not sure. It sounds fine by me. I really don't know. I'm not even sure how it's going across on air. But I'm sure somebody may call and tell us if...
Yeah, well, there's somebody call all day and give us feedback.
Yeah, they would tell us. But I hope that will clear up. I really couldn't see what the problem was.
Maybe you swallowed something bad. Just saying.
Well, I ate something in Guave, but...
Don't try that.
I have no reason to think. I have no reason to think that.
Eastern side, you don't stay. Don't try that.
No, what happened to you? I big guava. I mean,
you eat a dog.
Any event. Well, I mean, the kind of things guava dogs does do. They could be mistaken. You know, all of the things, but. Anyway,
Godfrey, you should take a call to find out. Like,
well, actually, feedback. Yes. Let's we have a caller. Let's see what they're saying. Oui Culture. Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening, caller. Are you hearing us clearly?
That's what I called you to tell you. We're hearing you clear.
Oh, you're hearing us clearly?
Yes.
All right. Okay. Well, lovely.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah. All right. So. I'm not sure if it is something internal, but the caller says that she's hearing us very clear.
The muffled song is not constant.
No,
it's not. So maybe we're good to go.
All right. Let me maybe I could take my levels down a bit and see if it might make a difference. Are you hearing me any better? I've dropped my levels a bit.
You're good, yeah.
All right, good. Okay, good. So we cooking with gas. And somebody on Facebook is also saying that they're hearing me pretty clear. So I think we're good to go. We have a caller on the line again. Let's just stick it and see. Oui Culture, good evening.
Good night.
Yes. How are you, caller? Happy New Year to you.
Thank you, and same to you.
Yeah. Are you hearing us clearly?
Yes, we are hearing you clearly. And we have Fish Friday in Golf tonight, and leave Reece alone for me, please. Thank you.
She didn't interfere with me, no. All right, thank you. Well, clearly, Doc, you realize, so somebody from Guave, so they go say that. But no, Fish Friday, it's still is it the first one we see for the year, or?
Fish Friday, no.
So Fish Friday has been ongoing.
I need to what? What is this gesticulation you're showing me there?
No. I haven't heard of Fish Friday in a very long time.
Fish Friday has been happening every week since June.
Oh, okay. Well,
that's how I know you did not go to Guave and eat anything.
Well, right? I didn't go on Friday night.
And let me just be categorically clear right now. The only Friday that Fish Friday does not happen on is Good Friday. So I don't want nobody calling me to ask me, Reece, Fish Friday on this Friday? The only Friday that is not on is Good Friday.
Doc,
I don't know what's going on with you with what you're eating.
You see, Doc, let me tell you, let me tell Reece nothing, because if I tell her, anyway, let me leave Reece alone, because I figure this new year, she step up and she combust, and I don't want to be no I call it to them people, I don't want to be no lacquerie with Reece at all. But I think we need let's take this call. I think it's important. Oui Culture, good evening.
Happy New Year to everybody.
Well, Happy New Year, darling. How you doing?
Happy New Year, darling.
I did it, boy. Are they hanging on, boy?
Yes.
Yeah, they hanging on. You have nights you have to set up. You have nights you have to sleep because I'm young again. You understand? I did maternity leave.
Right.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah. So I have to start all over again from 0 to whatever. I don't know. I had to go in that graduation and I'm in a wheelchair, boy.
No, you go make it, man.
I go make it?
You have to?
Oh, yeah, God, the lad never give you more than you can bear trying.
That's right.
And when you see you trying, it just help you. So, and I don't believe in giving up.
You can't give up.
No, I ain't giving up at all.
It have real other patients on that ward, eh? So she's not alone on maternity leave, you know. Look what I said, though. It have real other patients with her, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. She have support.
Yeah, they boy.
Well,
I just right enough.
It's good to hear you.
Yeah,
good to hear you.
And they be doing good, so
that's
I'm
nice.
worrying.
Lovely, great.
So everybody good?
Yes.
Well, let me start again.
Oh, definitely.
Oh, God, I mean, little comfort on a Friday night, you know. This 2 nights now, I don't want to sleep all little. Time to sleep and wake already, you know.
I know.
Because you have nothing to watch. Yeah, but things come back now, so according to the talk, we did it.
We did.
Yes, everybody, good night.
All the best.
From? If it's Facebook.
Bye-bye.
All the best, yes.
Because you're on Facebook, eh?
Well, how you mean? Can't go wrong. You can't pull a last, you know. If it's according to the talk, if it's a second self, you have to pull it.
I hear when you hear people call her, she balling, I can't take her on now. Are they on Facebook?
She online. Proper. All right, so Doc, let me come to you and keep in the spirit of We Culture and allow you to do the feature address. We're talking independence, and maybe we could maybe just reflect a little bit on the pre-independence period in Grenada.
Oh, you're referring to me?
Yes.
Yeah, you the doc?
Yeah, that's re ambushing me.
No, I am ambushing
you. Anyway, let me just say, when Gary came from Aruba, I think everybody knew that story, and he was just 27. And when he came, what was really the condition in Grenada? Most of the land was owned by absentee owners or the former indentured servants. So 80% of the population did not have any ownership to the land, or maybe 90% did not have any ownership to the land. In the 1960s, 50s and going into 60s, only about 5% of the population had access to water, pipe-borne water, and electricity. So that was generally not accessible. Over 70% of the population were rural, and working on estates, actually working on estates. So, and as you would know, people went to work barefooted at that time. And the main two crops were cocoa and nutmeg. And agricultural workers had to carry those loads sometime for over a mile in order to bring it to the Bucano, to the destination. So when Gary came on the scene, he started, and the next thing that was actually happening, so when Gary came on the scene, he started fighting for better working conditions of the people. So immediately he launched, and again, that gave rise to Skyred. And Skyred, in a sense, because of his stubbornness and the steadfastness of the workers, led to the burning down of several estates, or fires on several estates. Eventually, the two Gary brought him on a boat. Some people say to Carriacou, some people say just in the ocean, but I think based on one of his interviews, he actually was in Carriacou. And they asked him to call upon the workers. They say he's not responsible for calling on the workers. But eventually they yielded and gave way to certain conditions. And by just doing that, they herald Gary as the champion of the working class, because others had tried before, but none of them were able to, one, cut back on the long or working hours that was taking place in the estate. And secondly, a movement of where women were working for 42 cents, men for 54. And then Gary, he was able to get that wages moved from 42 cents for women to $1, and from 54 cents to $1.20. So that was what was actually happening. I spoke to some time ago, Miss Helena Nelson, and women were always with the petticoat and the long dresses or long skirt. And Gary introduced pants for women. It was Gary that introduced boots for women. We said, I don't know laughing, I ain't seen that one at all.
You know what?
I ain't seen that one. But people with increased income, they were able to purchase other things. And so there was a famous slogan, I think we said at that program, is Gary that make them know about the undies. And truthfully...
Undies? I never hear that. But I never hear that.
I don't know what he's talking about. I have no idea what he's talking about.
No.
I never heard that slogan yet.
Undies? Why is undies?
Gary did not introduce them to undies.
Why is undies?
What? Is that a Tivoli thing?
Why is on... Well, I mean, but if Tivoli, but why is undies, Doc? I almost call you Livingston, you know. What? Because I'm... What? Hold on. What, let me ask you the question properly. What are you talking about, man?
So, because of the extra income, a lot of women will now even serve the flower bag that they wear under the clothing. They are able to buy nylon underwear. So
I swear you're in Form 1.
Hold on. Doc, let me tell you something. No. If Scholar was here, Scholar would have sought you out.
Yeah, I know. You was going to give you a mouth lash.
Let me tell you, you have to stop that. The year too young for that thing. You have to stop that. You can't be doing this kind of thing.
Anyway, so basically, Gary heralded in that kind of period, and immediately, apart from forming the union and negotiating on the behalf, immediately he formed the political party, and Gary won in 54, 57, and 61, 3 consecutive years as first minister, and after 67. He was debarred for a short period of time, 58 to 67. He came back in 67 hot. And then because we got statehood, he became the first premier.
Yeah.
And then later on, the first premier. And Gary then when he won, there was actually elections of 72, I think. There were 10 constituencies. He won 8. He lost actually one constituency by a maybe 7 votes. And Gary actually went and wanted independence because by that time, Barbados, Jamaica, Trinidad, they were right there. They got their independence. And Gary said by 72, he wanted independence from Grenada. Now, the British said to him, you have to have a referendum, meaning you must win an election. You must win an election. Sorry, it was 67, 69. One of the years, I stand corrected. You must win an election with a 2/3 majority. So when you won that election, I think in 72, he then went and make presentation to get the independence and independence scheme in 74. Now, Grenada was faced with a lot of class. People that look like me, we were very much discriminated against working in the public service. People like me were unable to work in the banks, etc. The ownership of the land was again of a different kind of class and by extension, a different race. So Gary actually fought a sort of cultural revolution in changing that and changing the mindsets of Grenadians and letting them know that they too are deserving of everything that is belonging to us. So Gary actually championed that sense of Grenadianness and nationhood in Grenada. And because of that, he actually was he was fought I mean, this country boy, this black country boy from Dunfermline that didn't go into secondary school, championing the cause and wanting to take Grenada to independence. That was extremely ridiculous for some of them. So he was not so-called schooled, right? Although everybody knew he was extremely articulate and well learned, but because he was not a certificated so-called person, he was so much shown. And again, the very blackness of him, he was not embraced by the elites, and the elites that own the land, and most of them, Gary did not look like them, and they did not look like Gary. So he was fought tooth and nail for independence. So the whole movement, when Gary came, there was a major strike. But the rank and file of most of the working class and people stood with Gary and war with Gary. And so independence came to us. I mean, I'm putting everything in a nutshell. There's a lot more to say. Independence came to us. But I mean, in terms of, we're talking about transformation, the real transformation or the transfer of wealth. There has never been a greater transfer of wealth in Grenada than under Gary. In terms of the number of primary schools that were built, the amount of scholarships that was offered at the time, the amount of primary health care that was built, the transfer of land, the housing program, Gary brought those gains to Grenada. And so today, Grenada stands on the threshold of probably having the greatest, the population that has the greatest ownership of land in this windward of this part of this world, and it's all because of Gary's doing, the land for the landless program, etc. So there are a lot of things, and Gary was like an extreme visionary in terms of the Central University, Easter Water Parade, Expo, even a black woman winning
Miss World.
We had a black governor general, and all those things, etc. It was really a very revolutionary era whereby black people start finding themselves, their footing, and start taking ownership of the country. And that actually started and was entrenched with Gary playing that role and letting Grenadians know that this land belongs to them. I know it took a long time, but I thought it was a good way to
I
set the foundation.
Yeah, I thought it was quite excellent indeed. So Reece, I want to ask you something, and your opinion actually. And I want to fast forward. I'm fast forwarding a bit, and listening to Doc there, with a lot of the things that Gary did, getting independence and so on and so forth, and he being such a key figure. Fast forwarding now to this 50th anniversary and all the celebrations that are taking place. And there are a number of things that cross my mind, and I kind of wonder about it. So Gary was indeed a St. Andrew man. That Doc mentioned it. The national anthem, which is a major part of this thing, was written by someone from St. Andrew. I think I stand corrected here, but I think the flag as well has some kind of connection with St. Andrew. The
Anthony Charles from Subi.
Right, the pledge. So there are
Judge. Yeah, Judge from Subi. I say Charles, not Charles.
So there are a number of things that has happened, with roots in St. Andrew that has influenced our independence. And I'm looking now at this 50th anniversary, and I'm seeing a lot of most or all for that matter, of the major celebrations of this 50th anniversary is placed in St. George's. I don't want to sound as if, but at least I believe that something significant could have been done or could be done in St. Andrew. As a sort of remembrance to all of the whole background, the connections with St. Andrew and independence. Your take, and I mean we could give something to go off to while we're on that.
Well, the thing is, when you started formulating your very long question / statement, I thought, when you talk about, listening to what Doc said, that you wanted to know why is it that he could not see the word panty.
No, well, I'm going to get to that because, I mean, Doc, he get a proper lashing on WhatsApp and on Facebook. We will deal with him.
And then the second thing, though, when I hear you going on about St. Andrew, I wonder, why are you trying to beat with me? I from Guam. Why are you only trying to rub in all this St. Andrew? But anyways, I eventually got the gist, and I can approach this in a very serious and fair way. I am in total agreement that things should happen where St. Andrew is concerned. Maybe there are things in the pipeline, and I hope that there are. And because some of the names that you've called, some of the things that you said in terms of its origin, where the people were from, as nationalistic as they are from St. Andrew. So I am in agreement. I am a firm believer that we are supposed to lift the noses of the people within the communities where great things came from. Our children, parents, everybody should have constant reminders of the greatness that came from these communities. And that is how we are going to have more. And for those who don't have, when they see what is happening in other communities, then they will be more inspired to go the extra mile to produce and to produce well. So I am in total agreement with you on that. And, you can't rub nothing, but, go go get a little piece too. Who is going to be named the hero? I mean, the hero of all heroes.
Kirani.
Well, what you want more than that?
Well,
and watch me now. That is the pinnacle. That is the ultimate. You trying to talk to me?
No, listen.
If you go to the US, there are people who don't know what is Grenada's national anthem. They don't know what is Grenada's national pledge. Some of them probably don't know the flag, but I know they know Kirani.
Joke you making. Let me tell you something. Grenada is one little island that the entire world know about. The entire world
I would say that Grenada, I would extend the conversation to Grenada is one little dot on the map that a lot of people in the world know about through the prowess of things and people go off.
Well,
you cannot dispute that. As a matter of fact, we've seen many weather reports. Right? Grenada, what was the capital? What was the capital?
Of what?
It's okay. Y'all could say it. Y'all didn't write it. Y'all can say it. Just say it.
Say what?
What was the capital?
Capital of what? Of who?
What?
Capital of what?
Godfrey.
The capital of Grenada. What was it? What did you see on the screen? Don't make me post it up and tag you, though. Y'all can say it. Y'all didn't write it. It's how the world saw it.
Yeah, but the first capital was also in St. Andrew.
Listen.
You remember that, right?
So Godfrey, you are receiving that tangent. I don't know why are you going there. Seriously.
No, but Doc, on a serious note, the question I asked regarding St. Andrew, I don't know. And let me just say, from the Cultural Foundation, I don't know if there's any cultural activities planned. Are there any for St. Andrew?
Well, the NOC, which is the organizing committee for the 50th anniversary, asked the Cultural Foundation to spearhead a program called Rise to Independence. And so we from the Cultural Foundation are actually championing that. But the Rise to Independence is a concept which asks for some activity to be taking place within all the parishes on the morning of, to showcase something. I know they plan one in St. Mark. But St. Andrew has decided to do something completely different. So maybe I just would address what you were saying in a different way. St. Andrew has decided to do the Rise to Independence. Oh, you see, man, we read.
So, St. Andrew, go ahead.
Yeah, so St. Andrew has decided to do something different, which is the Rise to Independence means that we are going to be doing it on the evening, on the 6th, leading up to the 7th, but not on the morning of the 7th. So from 5:30, we are going to you would have something like a billboard would be erected on the birthplace of Eric Matthew Geary. This is in Dunfermline.
Okay.
The Tivoli drummers are going to start drumming from the bridge. When we reach at that spot, which is like 5 minutes from where we're going to assemble, we're going to pay homage to the father, all right? And the father of independence at that very spot, right there. Then we're going to move into Grenville. And in moving into Grenville, we're going to have other musical expressions, etc. And on that, we are going to be zeroing only on patriotic and national songs. So we don't want to even hear Bob Marley. We don't want to hear nothing else. Only local Grenadian songs and patriotic songs celebrating. And we're going to have some other acts within. We're going to showcase some of the craft and the art. But Godfrey, what is really important in that? We are also going to be having a historical, citing some of the contributions made by Geary, and some of the big steps made, and some of the other persons or people that have contributed much to the whole idea of independence. So we're going to have an educational and showcase Grenada, and the fact that we get a constitution at least that protected some of our wetlands and some of our beautiful beaches, this we take for granted. The Jamaicans cannot do that. They can celebrate because, it's that vision of that man, that spirit of development that we want to recapture and rekindle once again. So we're going to, again, reimagine or repackage.
So, Doc, that's what's happening on the morning, you're saying? Not in the morning, so on the 7th?
So February the 6th at the bus terminus.
The 6th. Okay.
On the 6th from 5 to 12. We're going to have a great shebang. We're going to let people know that, we have to speak. We're going to celebrate independence. And this celebration of independence happening in St. Andrew, but it's not a St. Andrew celebration. It's a Grenada celebration.
Okay.
So everybody from all nooks and cranny and all those persons that are visiting come to St. Andrew.
We don't come in.
They are ready. They are ready.
No, we don't come in. We don't come in because in St. John, we are going to be having our very heartwarming and touching February 6th as well. Very impactful. We're not going to be like you and talk about it. We're going to show what we're going to be doing on February 6th. And we are going to not do the evening on the 7th. We are going to do the morning of the 7th.
Oh, so you have your rights to independence.
It's going to be nice. It's going to be great.
All right.
So, the usual culprits that usually come down and then end up going back home, St. Patrick's people, right? St. Mark's people, yeah? Come on over. It's going to be good. But we don't go in the St. Andrews.
When they come in
Anyway, the king has joined us, so we had to welcome him. He used to making his grand entrance. So, King Scholar, welcome. Happy New Year.
Yeah, well, thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Chair. Happy New Year to all and sundry.
You have a respect this year, boy.
What's that? You don't come here from here yet.
You respect this year.
There's a new week. I'm in new week. So I gather that you guys are speaking about independence. I mean, I heard Doc pontificating about St. Andrews and Reece, about St. John's. It's a competition thing. That's what it is.
No. It's not a competition. It's complementary.
I mean, we're all representing. We all are going to be showcasing, doing our contributions. But there's always that subtle parish thing. It happens in Calypso, It happens in Queen Show. It happens in everything. And as much as it's not propelled as a competition, we go still judge and say who come last and who come first.
Don't talk about Calypso there, you know, because I always have to fight us down, you know. But anyway, that is nothing. We don't watch that. that is nothing. All I could fight us down and leave us out. That is nothing. Anyway, so Finley.
Well, hold on. Let me make something. Let me publicize for the first time, probably because I've never done that before. You know, I get left out of independence competition 3 times.
You're joking.
Of course, that's a fact. I don't go crying about it 3 times. That's why I never used to take part after that. I just can't make it. As a matter of fact, there was 1 year when Akima won that I didn't make the finals. And I take the same song for the carnival and come second, the same song.
So you didn't cry part one?
It just was not an independent song?
Yeah, time for that. I mean, nobody don't know that because I was so happy to push my tail between me. And next thing the worrying thing for me was that next thing I go and make standby. You know? So everybody that So once I get left out, I just keep myself quiet and nobody don't know that I ever get left out. But I get left out so much times in independence thing. And that's why I became scared of it, so I didn't used to take part.
Anyway,
all right, but that is very, very.
Anyway,
glad you say
to make a long story short, that is nothing. Let me
No, so that is something to it. Come on, man. Happens all the time. You know, this thing does be funny, you know, as a matter of fact. Remember when Finley, and you like that song so much, God, when Finley sang, I will grieve, if I ever had to leave. He got left out of independence that year.
I know.
Yeah, he got left out and he come and he blessed. That was the first year and he made March Grand almost kill me with the same song.
You beat him by one?
I beat him by 1 point, yeah. And he didn't make the cut for independence with that very same song, word for word. That's the nuances of this thing. I mean, it's...
Anyway, guys. So Scholars, yeah, we've been talking a little bit about the independence. Doc, I did the feature address on the pre-independence thing, and we sort of looking now at the actual celebration. I made a reference to there is so much connection from St. Andrew and not any major thing was happening. And of course, well, Doc did speak about what was planned for the 6th and the 7th in St. Andrew. What happened in St. Patrick?
Hey, Godfrey, before we go, Scholar has given up citizenship. I saying that, and I don't want to create no controversy. Scholar has lived in St. Andrew now longer than he has lived in St. Patrick. So Scholar is on our program.
I ain't supporting you with that.
St. Andrew man. I know at one time we had there was an election and the former administration said that certain person cannot run because they are dual citizenship. They are American citizenship, and they agree that. So we are not clear here on that way. So I find you to get somebody different to interview about.
I agree, but I don't think Scholar has no dual citizenship. Because they don't study him in St. Patrick. All kind of big news have up there and they don't bother with him and thing, you know.
All right, so he's in St. Andrew now. He's a St. Andrew man.
Let me tell you something. No, yeah, may not live in England for years, but they are Grenadians. I mean, you can't take that away. They are Grenadians. All right? Men, Grenadians go all over the globe. Wherever they live, they are Grenadians. Now, my neighbor string is a team of Berry, And the dwarf still live. The dwarf is still a dwarf. Yeah, the dwarf still live in Chantabelle. The dwarf don't go nowhere. Then the dwarf. Then I'll be frank with you. Very, very honest, right? I live in St. Andrews. I believe not for what Doc said in the dark line. I live for both time in Chantabelle, right? But the truth be told, where I live in St. Andrews is only about 4 people I know.
Thank you.
4 or 5, I don't know more.
So
I don't know more by.
Where you living there now?
Yeah, I don't know people here.
You know Lalo?
Who?
Lal.
Yeah, I know Lal. Yeah. Lal is one on you. Yeah, I know Lal. But, and that's where you go figure. But I know everybody in Chantabelle.
That's right.
Proper thing. I guess like me.
Yeah, like you. Yeah.
I know everybody in Tivoli. I even know Doc. What a song.
That's the same thing. So Doc, don't come with this old folly vibes about this kind of thing. I mean, I'm nationalistic, so even if it's Guava, I will sing in Guava and go and thing, but I mean, and what Doc saying there, to me, what I get from what Godfrey said and what Doc said, I don't find the two things matching up there. Because Godfrey say he don't have nothing up in St. Andrews, right? If I hear Godfrey correct. And to me, Godfrey is correct. And that is outside of what Doc is talking about. Because I believe that all what Doc expatiates about are Doc and some people from St. Andrews initiative. But I have a feeling that Godfrey was speaking about the national initiative.
Yeah.
And
yes.
The only thing I know that you have in St. Andrews is a gospel, there's some gospel splash thing, Sunday coming.
Progress Park, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Sunday coming in Progress Park. But, I mean, we can't deny that most of the activities are taking place by tongue. But then the explanation that I got for that was that it's a year-long celebration. And so every month, every parish should have the time to shine. So I could live with that. But I don't think that what Doc's saying there has anything to do with what you ask.
Right. Well, let's take some Facebook comments. I think we have a couple on the WhatsApp platform, and then we're gonna open the line and take some calls because I believe quite a few people would like to chime in on the conversation.
Okay, yes. So we have a number of people who try to help Doc by, just mentioning panties, underwear, shower bag drawers. They try to guide him and stuff. And we had Veronica saying that the person who designed the flag lived in St. Andrew, but was from Carriacou. So Anthony George was from Carriacou. Then we had Arthur saying Gary has done much more for Grenada than Keith. Veronica said everyone in the US knows the Grenadian flag. Lenara said good evening and Happy New Year to all. Nice seeing you guys. And then Sharon, this is the last one here, said that's okay because we, the St. Patrick people, we're gonna still claim him. I guess they were talking about Scholar. Alexandra is saying good night, everyone. It's a pleasure to see you all again. Happy New Year to everyone. Hope we have a wonderful and productive year with the program. Regular. That's it, Godfrey. Let's hear what the WhatsApp has.
Right. So someone is saying the pledge was written by Cresswell Julian of St. Andrew, while the anthem was written by Ova Baptiste. Someone says, was not pants Uncle Gary made for the ladies? Right. Someone else said, H.A. Blaze, first premier of Grenada, March 3rd, 1967. Mr. Gary became premier later that year when he won the election.
The by-election.
Right. What else we have? Right. Someone is saying that the topic is misspelled. Well, I have sent a message. We're gonna sort that out in a little bit. I think it's just a little typo. And someone says, congrats to, welcome back. Happy New Year. Looking forward to entertaining 2024. Congrats to Miss Reece for being the only one on the program wearing the 50th pin.
Oh.
Yeah. So
and a little ribbon, a little Grenada flag ribbon as well.
Yeah. Well, Carla didn't give me a pin, so when I get one, I might have to go back to school to get a pin. So that's all that we have on the WhatsApp platform for now. So I think it might be a good idea to open the telephone. So folks, our telephone line is open. The number is 435-2041. You can give us a call and you can chime in on the conversation. 50 years of independence, a lot is happening, and I think earlier the Calypso came up. I think the competition this year is bigger than normal, Scholar. I think we have more participants and
yes, I think this is 60 Calypsonians registered. 60. Which is much more than Carnival. Anyway.
Right.
60 Calypsonians. I didn't even know you have 60 people singing Calypso in Grenada. So 60 Calypsonians registered. Everybody who is worth their salt was there. Basically, except those guys who, kind of have given it up for one reason or the other. But every active Calypsonian actually took part because I believe, and there's no big prize money or anything, but it's just the occasion. 50 years, it's a big thing, So one of the things that I noticed about the celebration, and as you spoke about the pin and what have you, I looked at certain samples of paraphernalia, T-shirt, what, and people showing samples, and even in that same pin that Reece has. And while we are black people in truth, and we have the jab that gives us our spice and substance and whatnot. But I find that there's an inordinate amount of black among all of the stuff that are emblem, that symbolize independence this year. I don't know if it's by design.
I didn't expect that though.
Huh?
I did not expect that.
I did not expect that.
I really expected to see
a lot of
red,
black
gold, and green.
Yeah. The colors are actually placed mostly against black, and I found it. Look at the emblem. I mean, the emblem is mainly black. Not the emblem, the pin is mainly black with a little thing inside there. Mm-hmm. I never expected that.
Let's go to the telephone. We have a caller on the line. Oui Culture, good evening.
Good evening. Yes, sir.
Good evening, yes.
Please don't put me on any side. Nobody at all in Grenada. But what according to you all, I want to say, I'm not saying it, but I'll continue to say it. Controversy. Now, Gary is one of the best leaders that ever passed through Grenada. Imagine a little black boy, as they have said and they would continue to say, has lifted Grenada up and make us now independent. Imagine Gary fought against the British, not with guns and so on, but by using his intelligence and able to get independence for us. What else do we want better than that? He has caused many things to change. For example, the working condition of every one of our great-grandparents. And even prices of things to go up too. When I say maybe nutmeg and cocoa, because even the coals that people used to burn, because he asked for the raise of salary on the estates. And in fact, maybe in the early days they didn't used to get salary, they used to get a little bit of cocoa or a little bit of nutmeg or a blogo and a blogo and thing. So he changed and make us no money. Who would like that? Imagine Gary was arrested and put on a boat, and he survived that on a British ship. Which one of us in Grenada could do that now? And they'll throw us off in the sea, and we have to agree to it. Nobody could have possibly reacted. But he reacted, and he came back. Imagine he got Miss World. Everyone Miss World in a competition. Now we're still suffering to get money, and we say we are, I don't want to say that, we are educated. It depends on what we mean by that. That's my contribution. Please don't say it's because my father was stoned and offered to be shot during Gary's era. In fact, my occupation with an education institute came to an end when the people that came into being after Gary say that I'm a Garyite. Pour me, I'm a neutralite. Thank you.
Thank you, caller. Thank you very much indeed. All right, 435-2041, that's the number you can call. Let's go back to the telephone. We Culture, good evening.
Hello, good evening. We Culture.
Yes, good evening.
So long I call, I can't pronounce the name. I would like, the previous caller made a statement stating that so Eric Matthew fought for independence. I know we had our internal things with the demonstration and shutting down the tongue. But I think he said he fought the British. But the British was giving independence to the Caribbean islands, cutting them off from our apron strings. The Africans fought for the independence because England didn't want to let them go, and the European colonizers, because of the wealth that was in Africa. England was facing an economic crisis, and it was not possible to maintain, for want of a better word, the islands in the Caribbean. So after the Federation and the famous Williams won from 10 live not, anybody who wanted independence, to paraphrase Smokey, come by. The Caribbean islands didn't fight for independence. I just want to point that out. And I'd like to ask Scholar a question. Scholar there tonight?
Yes.
Yes, Scholar. Can you tell me, please, where I can, and then I think I'm a good boy there, the chairman, where I can get a copy of the score sheet and point criteria for the independent competition, Calypso competition? You could call me or you could WhatsApp me and let me know. I don't want to take up the program of that. All right, gentlemen, good night.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, caller. Yes. Mm-hmm. All right, 435-2041. That's the number you can call.
I could answer Pili now.
Yeah, sure, go ahead. Yeah.
If you want to think, but the criteria for the independence competition, I know what Pili is driving at. The criteria for the competition is exactly the same as the carnival. Same thing for lyrics, same thing for melody, same thing for rendition, present, same thing. It's basically the same. However, I think what is instructive is that when the competition was advertised by the Ministry of Culture, whoever it was, when they advertised the competition, they specifically advertised that songs must be celebratory in nature. And they actually used the words no politics. Right? Now, the thing is that in the past, they have never said that, right? But they judged in a way that told you they don't want politics. So once you sing anything with politics, they either leave you or you come far on. But they never said that, all right? So you either take your 2 cents from that. Like I used to take it on Dogo, because I know I was right the thing and I was thinking the thing. This is a man, at time I tell him Dogo, he leave it go, he come out about 6 to something in an independence competition as well. All right? So you either don't go. But it's the first time that he actually wrote that in black and white. That they want to celebrate 3 songs because it's 50 years of our what? Nature, and they don't want politics. Right? Now my thinking is that if I decide I'm writing anything with politics in it, I would say to them, man, may they can part in other thing, and I'm gonna condemn what they say and cause and say them thing and how they could say that and whatnot. But I ain't going in the competition. I ain't going. But when I go, I man say not to think that and I think it. Well, I look forward to it.
That's it. Let's go back to the telephone. Oui Culture, good evening. Hello.
Okay. Hello.
Yes, good evening, caller. Go ahead.
Yes, I want to make a contribution.
Yes, go ahead.
Somebody said that Ova Batiste wrote the anthem, but she only wrote it in part. Ova Batiste wrote the words of the anthem, and the music was written by Louis Masantu. Just in case that children are listening, and for people who don't know. Right? Okay. Ova Batiste wrote the words. She was principal of a Woburn Methodist School. I assume that she was from St. George's. And Louis Masantu from St. George's wrote the music.
Thank you, caller. Thank you very much.
Let's get that clear.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Percy Julian did write the
Caller, don't go. Are you there, caller?
Yes.
When you say wrote the music, I was hearing one in Iran.
Louis Masantu.
Who was at the police band at that time, but who you say wrote the music for the national anthem?
Louis Masantu.
Okay.
Ova Batiste wrote the words.
Yes.
Louis Masantu wrote the music. Okay. And Percy Julian wrote the pledge.
All right. Thank you very much, caller. All of us.
Welcome.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Yes. All right. The number is 435-2041. Let's go back to the telephone. Oui Culture, good evening.
Hey, good evening, guys. Welcome back. It's nice to have you back for 2024.
Thank you.
I don't want to hop on the Eric Matthew Gary issue, but I know that man was a really smart man, because he took all of the land and put it in his name, and then he sell it over to other people, because I have a piece of property right now in the Gulf Coast I'm trying to sell, which was bought from him, and I'm trying to sell it. But anyway, that's another issue. I think that I want to just make an issue that your program is a perfect avenue for local community leaders to get on board and express what they have planned for the community during the celebration. I know Scholar said it's a year-long issue, but most of the events are happening in St. George's. Who's going to pay $500 to go to an event in St. George's or go to a concert, stuff like that? So, how many local events we have? We have St. Patrick's, St. Patrick's Furrow area. Nothing is planned for there. What type of activities they have going on for the local community. Also, on the pin, it's a lovely pin. I think it's a nice design for that, but can they make placards so people can have to attach to the cars? Citizens can get and put in the windows. If they have a house right on the roadside, they can put little placards in the windowsill, to show their great appreciation for what's going on. So that's just my 2 cents idea, and I hope someone will easily listen. Thank you much. Have a great day.
Thank you very much, caller. Thanks a lot indeed. Right. Let me there's one comment here on the WhatsApp platform. Someone says the night of independence, the country was in darkness. We used generators and candles. Doc, you have that information in your archives?
Yes, for matter of fact, on the heels of independence, there was some major upheaval. So you had Bloody Sunday that happened in November, and then Bloody Monday just a month before that before independence. There was some representation made to go to England from Ben Jones and Blaze and Bernard Cole was also in that delegation. And the Committee of 22 had a major strike, whereby serious major strike. And so the electricity company shut down. So what you would find is that the camera crew, the people that had a camera, there was one vehicle, one car that lighted, and other people had flashlights, etc. And the camera crew was popping up as the flag was being hoisted. So the country was shut down, and that is what took place. I actually, when you saw that within the last 6 months, a recording where Gary actually gave a speech on that night. I've never seen it before, but I saw it recently. So Gary gave that speech, and I think the first parliament, I stand kind of correct, I might be losing some days or so. I think the first parliament itself was held on that same day. So the night of the 6th leading into was the Declaration of Independence, where the Union Jack was pulled down and our flag was hoisted. And the declaration was made that we are now an independent state. And I want to believe, again, I stand corrected, that later in the day, the first parliament was held. I'm not 100%. But yeah, it was done in darkness. And again, yes.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I'm coming back to a similar duplication or replication of that action will be done in St. Andrew, where we want to use flashlights and phone lights, etc., to spot as we hoist the flag in St. Andrew on the 6th, 1 minute or 12 o'clock with fireworks. So we'll be hoisting the flag with flashlight, etc., simulating 1974 activity. So we want to do that in Grenville. So the place to be is in Grenville, seriously.
Right. And
I want to say something.
And that is organized by who, Doc? That is
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, God, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. No, I understand that the poor company, thing. But these people and them, really and truly, they're just over dramatic, because the truth be told, you didn't have much people with Koran in those days. The place, most of the place is dark anyway. Is that two little places around Koran 1974? So when you hear they say about the cover darkness and all this kind of thing, darkness was the normal thing in Greater. With that two little lights here.
What's called not on the phone?
But no, it was lantern. No, it was lantern. Hold on.
But scholar to think to come up with that.
No, scholar that think about it. But you have much Quran, people.
And he didn't have LED, he didn't have all that.
The way they talking, you telling yourself is like no.
Blackout. Like a blackout.
And it's unusual.
Was a usual thing. So the real thing, the honest truth is that the only people who really felt the darkness was rich people.
Yes, I agree with you.
Normal.
I agree with you. Normal for the rest.
But scholar, you realize you never hear nobody from Guelph talk about that, like the place was in darkness, Because no way Guelph had correct,
I have to stop that.
But no,
That's polite outside.
Let's go to the telephone. We have a call on the line. We Culture, good evening.
Hi, good evening.
Yes, good evening, caller.
I'm enjoying your program, okay, and as usual, and I think it is a reflective time. Independence should be reflective, and I think one has to face the realities of some activities. So, whereas it is a celebratory time now, I can say that in 1974, the mood was not celebratory at all. Right? In fact, it would have been maybe the most divided time in Grenada's history, in that you had divisions, and even the persons who participated, right? First of all, you had an issue with rich and poor and tongue and country. And there were a lot of poor people in tongue, so let me see, right? In addition to that, right, after the 1967 election, and let me say, Gary has done a lot for the social atmosphere in Grenada, without doubt. But the things he had done during the period 1967 to 1974, and that is documented in areas like the Dufus Commission, those atrocities that were done by him, right? I wouldn't say it overshadowed the good that he did, right? But that is what created the atmosphere at the time of independence that made half of the country totally against independence under him. I want to repeat, independence under him, and the other half of the country who wanted independence under Gary, or just like probably Donald Trump, anything that Gary did was right. So that was the atmosphere that we had at the time, right? And it soured the whole. I agree with one of your callers that we didn't fight for independence. Actually, the British wanted to get the hell out of us, to get rid of us. That's just a fact of life, right? And therefore, one has to look at these issues. In fact, I at the time never learned the anthem, and I was in school, but that was not by chance. A lot of us never learned the anthem because we were not in opposition to independence, but we were in opposition to independence in the conditions that were there. In fact, it is my own view that had there not been the excesses of Gary pre-independence and post-independence, they would have never had a revolution. Which is the other thing that when we speak into on March 13th, we tend to go astray and only look at the pretty sides, right? So the two most nasty things that probably happened to Grenada would have been independence and the revolution. And I know I'll create some enemies for this one, but that's just a fact because all the records are there of the excesses that happened during those two periods. And one couldn't happen without the other. So when we hear there was no revolution in St. Lucia or St. Vincent or Dominica or Jamaica, that is because none of those countries had a Gary. In other words, none of those countries had a prime minister or a government that did so much wrong that it created the conditions for a revolution. So I know I'll make some enemies tonight, but that's nice with me. Just don't call and say I'm incorrect. Thank you very much.
Thank you, caller. Thank you very much.
Godfrey, this is something.
Yeah.
Listen, what I pick up, I didn't hear the caller right through clearly. But you see, half of the country was in support of Gary and half was not in support of Gary. Let me just say the record shows that no prime minister has been demonized as Gary has been. the revolution or the NJM masterminded. There has never been a political party in this part of the world that it was as crafty in propagandizing and dehumanizing somebody else as they did to Gary, right? In 74, we had the revolution, we had the independence. In 76, when three parties came together, the one after the 1974, there was a line of demarcation where it changed from 10 constituency to 15. Gary won 9 out of the 15 seats after the independence. He won 9 out of that, even when NGM combined with the UPP and the GNP, he still won 9 seats. Gary changed the adult suffrage from 21 down to 18 years, opening up for more Grenadians to participate in the democratic process. So when you really put it under the microscope and you look in terms of the revolution was caused because the condition was created. The condition was created where people actually start believing in even what they did not experience. Did Gary commit certain crime? Oh, for sure, yes. But in terms of the ability of the NJM to demonize Gary, it was very, very clear that they were in their class by themselves. And so even today, even some of the things that, they crucify Gary on, you cannot see the evidence. It is yet to be proven. So I just thought I needed to say that.
All right. Reece, Scholar, anything you all want to add before we go back to the telephone?
Well, before you go back, we can take some Facebook comments.
Right, sure.
That final thing, I just thought that I must say that. And in terms of leaders, Gary was one of those leaders that stand strictly for nationalism and patriotism. I say that to say he had an idea, a vision in terms of what he wanted Grenada to be, in terms of the Providence Fund, in terms of the securing of the place for the international airport, etc., the marketing board, etc. That was done under Gary. But I also wanted to say Gary never was aligned. The British was scared of him. They didn't trust him. The Americans did not trust him. He was in nobody's camp. Yes, he traded with Pinochet for arms, but he was in nobody's camp. Everybody else of the leadership was basically in somebody else's camp. In terms of having a foundation for the development of Grenada, everybody else was fighting America in order to go into the camp of the Soviet or fighting one way or the other. Gary was one of those persons that stood alone. And in terms of somebody that was a cultural person, he was given the name and lambasted, again, as I said, and demonized, because he was a cultural man. He used to bring down drummers out of Tivoli, out of Carriacou, bring down the Carriacou drummers. For a matter of fact, one of the things that prevented him from competing in one of the elections is that he had a steel band that ran through Purcell's political meeting. So Gary, because of his association with the cultural people, he was basically again demonized. Well, maybe tonight is not the best night for that, but I just thought that I have been always hearing these accusations made, and some of it stand or seem to be the truth. And I believe it is time that we dismiss that as total,
Right. So Reece, let's take the comments and then we'll go back to the telephone because quite a bit of people.
Arthur Langain had a comment regarding one of the callers. He said, "Callers, speak for yourself and not everyone. Gary used the people for his gain after being deported from Aruba. Caller, please get off the phone." Pele is saying, "Thank you, Scholar." Louis Masanto wrote the music. Jerome Philbert is saying, "Politics and political party who bring us independence. So for many years, the English used us. So why now you cannot talk about the success of political parties who struggle for many benefits to us today?" Pele is saying, "On the fort for the hoisting of the flag, there was Delco, that's generator." Lenora said, "Yes, Grenada was in darkness. I was a teenager." we'll get back to that, scholar. Arthur is saying you are correct about that. Total darkness. Pele said the committee of 22 aided and abetted by the NGM shut down the country. Morris Bishop was detained on Fort George on the night of February 6th. Veronica said that's true, scholar. Had the electric light on the island. Lenora said, scholar, yes, Grenada had pool lights. It was few, but it had lights. I guess pool, she meant pole. Velma Hutchinson said, I grew up in St. Patrick's and there was a lady from Shantymill who came to Sotes and said Gary was the one who made her no draws. Her name was Mrs. Romaine. And a lady in Sotes answered her and told her that she was nasty if all the time she had her big business was exposed. Okay. Arthur said, caller, true story about Gary and his leadership. It was more than half the population against Grenada becoming independent under Gary. Pele said the Alliance won 6, GOP won 9 in 1976. Zayakia said in Gary days, lands were so cheap, but now so expensive. And Pele said it's you, whatever that was for. Scholar, I have to agree with you on this whole thing about Grenada in total darkness. And was it that, like, you know, like you in St. Patrick's saw the rest of Grenada in total darkness, or you in your usual darkness, the little light down the road that you normally see, let's say down by the jetty in Guave, right? You ain't see it out again. So you'll say, well, total darkness. By the way, there wasn't a jetty there. The jetty was down behind the police station. Right. So is it that? Is it that? What is this? Because I really agree with you on this exaggeration. So maybe it was like let's say 75% dark and 25% light. So when the 25% light cut off, they say total darkness. But it would have been total darkness when they go and sleep too, because they would have taken out the light to go and sleep, and
well, that's the next thing. But that's just exaggeration for darker them to and mind you, back pontificate about some things in answer to that caller. I don't agree with that here, but I will leave him. I will leave that one rest. But I agree with that about this thing with Gary. Me don't agree with that.
What about Gary? What about Gary? Don't agree.
But Scott, you rub some people in the wrong way.
Godfrey, I know you won't agree with that because you
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
But I don't agree with that.
Anyway, someone on the WhatsApp platform say, good night, We Culture, Happy New Year. Can't be on the platform because Godfrey and them blocked me. Well, I don't know who it is, but maybe that person look for block. I don't know what it is.
Oh, yeah. Or maybe that while now that person have been blocked, you know, y'all need to unblock that person. It's time.
Well, I know they don't say what their name is. And I would determine if they deserve to be released.
Next. I don't know. But
the person use the opportunity to beg, you know, like just say a little apology, you know.
Yeah.
Let me well, not ask you something, but let me just say something. No, I came here late, right? So I came late, I tuned on late. And the honest truth is, I don't know if Reece and them to tell you that. I don't know if Godfrey that will tell you that. But you see that two little pieces of cloth you have behind you, I think they're important.
What
I was waiting to want me close in.
I think I'm important. No, do that.
Which two pieces of cloth?
My closing.
That two pieces are red cloth and a piece of wash out green.
Wash me that green is not we share.
Who that?
A red cloth and a piece of wash out green. No.
Green in the Christmas tree doing better than that green cloth day.
Scholar, let me hold on. Let me tell you something. Hold on. Let me tell you something. No, I had to deal with you because you was a fella. I find your memory short. You talking about? Hold on. Let me deal with Scholar. I had to deal with him. Let me fix him up.
Offload on him.
Yeah, let me, yeah, I go wash you. You talking about me piece of red cloth and me piece of green cloth. You is man that sing are walking naked because of colors and wind crown. No, you want to go there, Mr. Clot? Mr. Man.
But you see,
leave
my
Clot alone.
Right now, with the independence celebration mood. Right? To just take that 2 pieces of cloth and stick that behind you there. I mean, come on, man. No, Godfrey, no.
But you see, Scholar, you know, overs, he have a lot of other.
You ready for one thing for that green? That green ain't greening.
Look, watch, hold. Is yellow you want to see? Take yellow. Take yellow.
Yes,
it's just the camera angle. You see, you people are to in it was a good friend of mine, a little tribal. Look at me big red, gold and green there. But because of the all you can see. Well, yeah, so I have to stop that. The camera angle just showing the red and the green. But
set up your pet to sitting better.
Godfrey, watch that bottle.
What the bottle?
The green in that bottle is same as that.
Don't try that. Don't try that at all. Don't try that. I take offense. I have all my thing. You just seen one little angle and you're saying this and that and green and red. Who, me? No. I wasn't here when the thing put up. I remember I was on holiday. Anyway, let's go to the phone. I have all my colors here. I have bunting. I have all kind of thing hanging down. One people, one nation. All kind of thing. So anyway, let's go to
that Christmas piece of thing they behind there.
What Christmas you talking about?
That doesn't come at all, you know.
You see how look, you have a piece of washout green in the back there and you have something they call pink that looking like red. Let's go to the telephone.
That shopping bag.
Put up a flag. Take out that shopping bag there. Let's go to the telephone. Let's go to the telephone.
I'm already telling you that I have a commemorative pin on and all that. You can talk to me, you know.
A black pin? A black pin? You have a black pin. I have red at least 2 colors from the flag.
No, red and something else.
Black pin. Anyway, let's go to the telephone. We Culture, good evening.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Yes, good evening, caller.
Yeah, good afternoon. Good evening.
Yes.
You know, sitting down and listening to your speaking. I am 66 years if I live to see this year. And I tell you what, when I look back at the years of Uncle Gary, as we used to call him, he did a lot of good for Grenada, but he did a lot of bad. And a lot of bad, personally, that I can talk about if I feel free to talk about it, that created the revolution. Because I don't know, I don't get it. That's why I don't get involved in no political situation in Grenada. I listen, but I don't get involved because I believe firmly that if we had fair and free elections during Gary days, we would have never had a revolution. You understand? Yes, they're talking about the lights. Grenada, we didn't have street lights. When you come from school, you had to run home before you get that. You understand? And I believe at the end of the day, based on Grenada, I think we need to, the generation today, we need to educate them and teach them about what actually happened. Because they're living in the wilderness that so many different things have been said, but they don't know the truth. There's a lot of people in Grenada who know the truth. There's a lot of things I can talk that I personally know that Gary did wrong. But I was never involved, but I was wrong, and I saw it, and it happened. So at the end of the day, let's not paint a picture that Gary he did well, he did good for Grenada, but he did a lot of bad. And we have to let the young generation today know why we confusing them. After I listened to you all and we confusing them about Grenada and what happened. And this was serious. A lot of people got killed. A lot of people was done a lot of injustice in Gary and during the revolution. Please, let's talk the truth. Educate the generation today of what actually happened. Do your research and educate the people, the generation. They are the younger generation. We are on the way out. I can't literally hear this thing going on. It really hurts me because I could say things, as I said, personally, that I know he did wrong.
But Kola, let me just ask you this. Exactly what spurred that comment from you? What is it that Doc said about Gary that have you so, you know?
No. I'm not talking about any individual one person.
Yeah. But you said you seem to be something seemed to have touched a little nerve.
Okay, Doc talk about phone lights. We didn't have cell phone. We had no cell phone in those days.
But Doc
so where's that phone light from?
Yeah, but Doc didn't talk about cell phone.
He did.
Doc, did you speak about cell phone?
Go back and listen to the tape.
Caller,
go back and listen to the tape. He said phone lights. Where we had phone lights, it was Grenada was in darkness. We hardly had any street lights. But at the end of the day, what I'm saying, my whole take on it is that there is a lot of wrong that he did. When we learn to accept the wrong he did and the good he did and merge them together and then educate the people that we don't want a reoccurrence of what happened. Grenada is a beautiful place. Let us all live and enjoy it and let the generations to come do it. But let's speak the truth. Thank you.
Thank you, caller. Thank you very much.
But I don't know if the caller alluded to the fact, so I don't know if I actually say phone light, but I know there was no phone light.
I don't recall any phone light.
I said that they were using flashlight. So if there's a mistake, I recall phone light, so maybe there's a mistake caller. But I also know what we want to do in Grenville. We have to be able to come up with flashlight and phone light in order to replicate.
Doc, don't apologize to this caller, please. You like to apologize too quick. I don't know what kind of black man you could be. You're looking at such a and this kind of quick, you know, thing and apologize. You're not wrong, Doc. The caller is wrong. I know what you say. You said we are going to reenact.
That's why
phone lights and everything you didn't say.
That's why I asked. That's why
you have phone light. The guys around.
That's why I asked the caller what spurred on that because I'm in a little. I'm here and I'm kind of confused.
The guys around.
Yeah, I'm totally confused because I don't understand. You know. Let's go to the telephone anyway. Oui Culture. Good evening.
Oui Culture. Good evening. Welcome back. Good night to Sister Susan, wherever you are. Doc, I'm hearing that we're bringing in people from the diaspora. Could you please tell me where I could find a ticket? I have some people I want to come down for the 50th anniversary of the independence.
Okay. Doc, wait. Let me. Because I don't know. Doc, here is a statement. Someone says, Doc is not speaking the truth with regards to MNIB that refers to Ben Davis. I don't know. I'm lost. Anyway. Let's take a final phone call before we wrap. Oui Culture, good evening. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, good evening, caller.
Good evening, yes. I'm going to be brief. We have to remember that Gary went to get independence and he had a delegation with him. Now, I'll just mention three of the people who were with him on that delegation. It was George Hostin, Lawrence Wilson Sr., and that lawyer, Mr. Oh my goodness. I can't remember the lawyer's name right now. Reece, don't lose faith. There have been people from Guelph who have been important people in Grenada, and I could give you two names, Sir Paul Schoon and Sir Alfred Mitchell. Dr. Alfred Mitchell. That's so don't lose faith. We have people coming from Guelph who have done things for Grenada. That lawyer, Derek Knight. Derek Knight was one of the people on the delegation. That was the lawyer I was trying to remember. Thank you very much, and have a good night.
Thank you very much, caller. Thank you very much indeed. Reece, let's take the final Facebook comments, and then we'd wrap.
Right. So we have Veronica Sandy saying, I find it's a piece of cloth, scholar. Celebrity Taxi Service said, good discussion. Arthur Langine said, caller, get to your point. You keep repeating yourself. Lenora is saying, he's talking about what I said, polite. Arthur Langine, good advice to Doc, just move on with the show. Bert Patterson is saying, I will take the job to school Doc that the info I refer to did not come from the Bishop NGM, who I considered just as bad as Gary, none of whom I consider heroes, but from the Duffus Commission that was chosen by Gary to investigate the atrocities between 1967 and 1974. The 235-page report I have in front of me now, which concluded that Gary's actions was gross misconduct and totally responsible for the pre-independence excesses. Sorry, the document is too precious, so I can't loan it to Doc.
But yeah, there you go. And that's why I told Doc I didn't agree with him, but I just didn't want to go into it specifically. But that is exactly why.
I've actually read the Duffus Commission. I've read the reports, Scholar.
And what did
but no.
Because that. Let me not go into that. Because I don't fully agree with you. I don't fully agree.
Well, I always disagree, but I never would come here to say that Gary did not do. For a matter of fact, I said that he did a lot of wrong. But
you said most of the wrongs that they say Gary did. In other words, you paint that picture that Gary simply got some false notoriety.
There was a lot of false notoriety that was.
But there may have been some. I mean, that's how it is all the time. But it was buttressed by. I mean, Gary did a lot of wrongs, you know. So by the truth be told, some of the things that you're saying, the people can't prove. You can't prove Gary didn't do them either. You can't prove it. All I was saying that you can't prove it too, that Gary didn't do them. Anyway, let me go here.
Well, guys, that's all the time we have. Actually, I think it was a good opening. And I'm sure there's so much more to talk about independence. We can definitely continue along those lines next week. You know, and as we get closer to the independence celebration. Squalls, your tomorrow night is the semi-finals, I think, right, of the Independence Calypso competition?
Independence, yes.
Well, let me take the opportunity to wish you all the best. Good luck. I hope you make it all the way. If you don't, well, that is nothing. Yeah. So
if I do, that will be my first time in 20-something years.
Yeah.
What are you going to sing? She's only 50.
Yeah, she's only 50.
That's some bad for on the road parade.
Yes.
I'm telling you. Is Zedel followed by Scholar?
Hold on. I will hear about him. Anyway, Doc, your closing comments. Doc.
I think tonight was a good opening. I believe we started in the right place, looking at independence and how it came to be, and looking at how it progressed. There are a lot of areas I believe we could actually touch on now, and hopefully we can do that in the next program, because independence is right up to us. So I'm looking forward to see us rekindle that spirit of independence again, and for a lot of us is also a demonstration of love that matters. So I would like to see more of that happening in the near future. On that program, we can talk a lot about that, all the expressions of independence. flags and how flags should be worn, and all those kind of things. So I hope in the next program we can go into that. Apart from that, I'm satisfied that we covered some good grounds tonight, and the team is here. It's a good start for 2024. So we continue, guys.
Yes, indeed. Reece?
Right. So I too share that, it has been a very good program. I have been very tired, very, very tired, very busy, but I'm committed to this. So it was not a hard thing for me to, just make myself available for tonight, especially when we know that, every year we're at your mercies, where you would go and take this vacation, and we just have to be on vacation, but not in a vacationing way as you would be enjoying. So, all in all, we're here. You come back well rested. We day still tired, but we in it for the long haul, and we go deal with it. We go deal with the eyesore behind you. We go deal with the shining light on your head. We go deal with everything. I just take it as it is. But we turning 50, and I hope that you turn a new leaf from the 8th. Okay? The Christmas thing need to come down.
Which Christmas thing you talking about?
The green ain't greening.
You don't know green thing there from Christmas?
The green ain't greening. I would say that again. And when you are going to, we know about set. We know about set.
You ain't greening yet?
If you are going to set up your set, make sure that the view of the camera has the gold showing as well. Don't come back with that next week. Watch me. Even when you're inside and we see that piece of green thing there, we just going click, gone.
Hold on, man. Hold on. Anyway, Finley, go ahead.
Yeah, well.
Last but not least. Wolf is the best place.
Yeah. Well, Clatman, let me just say that old Clatman. let me just say that I agree with Reece, that this I saw behind you needs to come down. So I agree with you on that. But I don't know how you all started, so I can't say the little that I got. I think the discussion was very rich, and I don't know how we started. I don't know what Doc said in his feature address, but I want to, and maybe it's in keeping with independence and everything. I want to just say this, and part of it might be somber, but first of all, I went to Antigua over the weekend gone. I met a gentleman by the name of Selwyn James. He's a Grenadian, true and true. I think he celebrated 75 sometime in January. And he looks about 25 years younger than his age. But he's a chef, international chef. He deals with the yachting sector and so on. And this guy has a passion for Grenada. All he speaks about is Grenada. And I just want to big him up because he listens religiously and watches us religiously. I don't know where this man came from. I didn't have the hotel, and I poke, and knock on the door, and I just see a man come out. Some way, somehow, he found me. He say anytime a Grenadian come in Antigua, he does find them. He does have a sixth sense, a smell. He does smell and he come in and he get in them, and he found me. And I just want to bring him up tonight. That's the first thing. Secondly, I want to pay homage tonight and all within the whole independence thing to a Grenadian son of the soil, real true Grenadian who would have left a mark. And he died, passed away only recently. And there was no ceremony, no pomp, no pageantry, no anything, no recognition. And he did so much for education, so much for culture. He was a culture man. He was a man who bombarded at some point in time the television station, the radio station, and so on, and called, and he became sort of eccentric in recent times, you know, but he is also a true son of Chantimel. He taught middle school, actually, and he taught so many others, especially teachers at Teachers College. I'm speaking of no other than Clyde Belfon. And he was also a judge when judges really had experience and knowledge and what have you. I remember a time when there was a Marjgra Randy Isaac pick up his score sheet, and before he did so, he said he going to cost Clyde Belfon because Clyde Belfon would have discussed on radio and pointed out certain things about his calypso. And he was halfway going to cost Clyde Belfon, and mine tell him watch his score sheet. When he watch his score sheet, Clyde Belfon give him the most marks, you know. That's getting all the judging. So he just push it tail between he bounce and go back, you know. So that was the kind of fella that he was, and I just want to pay homage to a Grenadian son of the soil who did so much, and in his passing, I never heard anything, really.
Yeah, that's true. In fact, I heard of his passing, and I did speak with people who were close to him, you know, where he lived, and it was rather sad, you know, because it was just about maybe 4 or 5 days before I saw him sitting on his veranda, you know, and he, from time to time, he would always call the radio station. A lot of times when I'm on and I'm playing calypsos, he would call and he would talk, you know, and so and he was he also taught at National College for a while, Scholz.
Teachers College,
yeah,
College for a long time.
Yes, indeed.
He was a poet of some repute as well. He had books of poetry. He was an author. He was a recording artist as well. He actually recorded a song during the Revolution time with one of the popular bands during those times. So he dabbled in a lot of stuff.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah, Clyde did made his mark, and he did make his contribution. So may his soul rest in peace, guys. Thank you very much. You know, I know Reece give me a lot of word, but Reece, I did get to rest a bit, but not as much as you think, because I'm someone who always working. When I'm working here, I working there. So, you know, I'm always on the move. So I did not leave you working hard and I resting and relaxing. No, not at all. So thank you guys. I agree it was a good start. It was a good discussion, and I think it can only get better as we continue to look at the independence and the celebration of the 50 years. So those of you who were on tonight, thank you very much. I know you were on. You missed the program. In fact, a gentleman met me at the licensing office earlier this week, and you know, he was talking so much about the program. And we're wondering, well, when we were coming back, you know. So we're back, and of course 2024 promises to be a good year. There are many programs, there are many topics that we you know, keep planning to do, and we've not gotten around to them yet, but I guarantee you, as the weeks roll on, we will get to them, and we're going to be having a lot of fun. So guys, thank you very much. Looking forward to next week. Thank you all. Do have a good night and enjoy the weekend. All the best.
And it is something. Calypso, forgetting funk and the disco. A little more limbo, a little more shango. Kindly greasy pole, and without dance, young, the